What?
Mario.
So, OBS. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. Now I'm live. Okay. Now let me post the Twitter link in the places. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to turn off the audio on my phone.
Hey.
Hey, let me turn you down a little bit. You're a little loud on my end. That's probably my fault, though.
No worries.
It's time for Super fucking Mario.
Yep. Just give me a second. Let me just inform the peoples. Alright. Time to start the stream. So, before we actually get started proper, I want to ask everyone here a very simple question. Everyone here has at least played through most of the game, right? Or at least tried to beat it.
Yeah.
Like the original Super Mario
Yes.
Brothers?
Yes.
That's one of those things where like I'm sure I have at some point, like, but it would have been like on a flash site like 12 years ago.
Okay, that's a reasonable answer. It's been a while for you. What Lid, Eli, when was the last time you beat this game?
A couple months ago, but that was the All Stars version.
Ah, okay. I actually
has,
don't
you
like
know,
the All Stars
shades.
version as much. I will be playing.
Yeah.
So my plan for the original trilogy is I will be playing the original NES version of 1, obviously, the GBA version of 2, and the All Stars version of 3.
Yeah, because I played through that whole collection, except for.
How's the audio?
Two,
Let
I
me know
don't
if I
care
need to
about
turn
them.
stuff down or up.
Yeah.
Oh, let me also get so I can load my phone. Hey, Guestia, what's up?
The last time I actually sat down and beat it, I think, was when the Game & Watch came out.
Okay, so like relatively. Oh, that was embarrassing. So does everyone here know that 1-up exists?
Of course.
It's essential.
Yeah.
It's the classic.
So like,
Andy, what's your favorite Mario?
World 2D, Odyssey 3D, and overall. Oh god dang it!
Got it.
I'm playing real sloppy.
Oh wait,
Also,
this
are
is
you gonna use
this is
save state here, or
What are you? Oh fuck! God dang it! What are you asking, Rye or Lid?
I thought the demo was still going.
Wow. Don't worry, I am going to beat this game tonight probably, because it's Mario 1. You can do it pretty quickly if you know what you're doing.
are you gonna die in this first level?
No.
Are you gonna do all the levels, or are you gonna do pipe
Yeah,
skips?
no, I ain't doing skips.
Finally, someone brave enough.
Are you gonna use like any sort of save state, or are you gonna just?
I will at least be using the continue code. We'll see how I
Okay.
do when I get to World 8, because fuck World 8, but, for the first couple worlds, I shouldn't need to. What's your favorite Mario, Eli?
My favorite 2D Mario is 3, and my favorite 3D is 3D World.
Enough, fellow 3D World respecter. Good, it's not
3D World, the one on the 3DS.
No, that's the one on the
No,
Wii
that's
U.
3D Land, which
is
is
the
also great.
I thought it was terrible.
3D Land is better than World.
That is a.
That's a hot
I
take.
respect that game more than I used to, but no. No, it is not.
It is.
Lid has weird Mario opinions.
I have the best Mario opinions.
I have gotten into shouting matches with this person over Mario.
I'm very easy to please because I at least like all of them. There's no one that I
You like
dislike.
Lost Levels? Are you a Lost Levels
I
defender?
meant,
You
of
like?
I meant of the 3D games.
Okay.
I do not like Lost Levels or the USA one. Those are both terrible
Damn.
games.
Damn.
You-
No one should ever
you-
play
That's
them.
Lid's favorite 2D Mario.
No, it's not. It's the one I'm the most nostalgic for, though. So you are my enemy officially.
What is your favorite 2D
Which one's
Mario?
your Lost Levels or USA?
Just between the two of them,
Which one was your favorite? I'm sorry. I didn't catch that.
USA.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, not my
Yeah,
favorite.
I hate playing it on every level. It's
All right, let's get the death counter going.
Died on 1, 2.
Does this
I
work?
shouldn't expect better. You died on World 1, 2 of fucking Kirby's Dream Land.
No, no,
so
it was
brutal.
adventure.
Oh my god.
It was
It's a-
adventure.
Whatever.
I thought it was Nightmare in
Yeah, it's
Dreamland.
Nightmare in Dreamland, which is a remake of Adventure.
Yeah.
It's confusing. Kirby's stupid.
What is your favorite
Kirby's
2D Mario then,
badass.
Lid? Is it this one?
It's this one.
I don't agree, but I do also respect this game more than I do. Because there is, like, playing through it recently has put it together of, like, I think this game, I prefer the level design of the future games, but it is the first Mario game where, like, but it is very clear on repeat playthroughs that, like, everything that you want in a Mario game is here. It's like, it's all accounted for. It's just a bit rough.
I do think this is one of the few NES games I would actually play.
I think that's a bit mean to the NES library.
The NES
Is
has
it?
the NES has many fantastic games.
The NES has a lot of games that I would give an 8, a 7, or an 8. Not many games that I would give higher than that, though, but that's something.
Like the great NES classics, Baseball and Baseball 2.
There are like 16 baseball games on the NES at
Oh,
least.
it's way more. There's a like used game store, like a local one around here that has like shelves after shelves of NES games, and they're just like 100 for like each major American sport. It's kind of insane.
You know what's great about that though?
What is great about that?
It means lots of donor boards for repros.
I don't know what that sentence means.
It means if you want to turn those sports games into better games, there's a lot of them to go around.
That's true. That's true. I don't
What
know
other
if anyone
games
is.
could you like port onto an NES cartridge and it would have the storage space to hold it?
A lot of them, because a lot of them just use the same board with a different ROM attached to it. So that's the only part you need to. Well, there are definitely exceptions depending on. Some of them have unique sound chips. Some of them have, it all depends. But a lot of games you can basically just swap the ROM.
Do you think you could get a Game Boy game on there or something?
You could probably run a Game Boy emulator on
Fun
a
fact:
Nintendo
there
cartridge.
was a working Intellivision emulator for the NES. I know that much. Could you do color?
Probably. Like, I'm pretty sure there literally are people online who sell NES cartridges that you just put a Game Boy game into.
Someone's in the call, but we can't hear them, so I guess there's something amiss there.
Who is this? Who is in the? Oh, it's Stu.
Stu.
How you doing, Stu? I thought you had work.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, there we go. What the fuck?
Now we hear you.
Hello.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, what's up?
All
Did
right.
you say again, Andy? I heard you say something.
What's up? No, it's good to. I thought you had work. That's why I didn't
No,
invite
only,
you.
Sundays I leave at 5.
Ah, okay. So you had an early
Or-
morning start. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, good to have you here. What's your history with
Yeah.
Mario 1, Stu? You've beaten this game, right?
I'm not even fucking kidding. It's embarrassing even. I've not played this fucking game.
You've not played Mario
my-
1.
Like I told you the last time, dude, my first true Blue Mario game I played and finished completely was Super Mario Sunshine, and that was like 2 months ago.
You started with Sunshine?
Yes.
That's a weird one.
I just
I'll
like
fuck around.
I just like
Sunshine?
Lid,
Interesting.
imagine someone's first experience to Mario was someone hands them a controller on the pachinko level.
Ooh.
not even kidding. So I think I said this before in a previous stream, but like most of like the most infamous parts of Sunshine were not as bad in my experience, with the exception of the fucking lily pad level,
That level
like the
was-
optional one.
Did you deal with Chucksters?
That was painful, but not as painful as I thought it would be. Like it took me a couple of tries, but I got it.
Okay.
Maybe I was lucky. I don't know. I find that was pretty annoying though.
See, I don't
yeah.
hate Sunshine, but it is very clearly my least favorite 3D Mario. It's not
Oh,
bad.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, I
fucking
know.
loved it.
Again,
Yeah.
it's got some real strong aspects to it. I just, man, when it's bad, it's real bad. It's also like,
Of course,
Yeah.
I would say it is probably the like, maybe like Mario 1 and 64 are buggier, but they have excuses of like the technical limitations of when they came
course.
out and how
Yeah.
rushed they were to get on the consoles when they did.
Mhm.
Sunshine has no excuse. The GameCube launched fall 2001, and Sunshine came out summer 2020, summer 02. At least
I kind of fuck with that though. The game feels like it's fucking about to fall apart, and I love that part of it.
you
It's
should
like-
play
it's
Sonic
also-
Adventure if you want to play a game a great game that feels
Oh,
like it's going to fall apart.
Not
at
to that level. Not to that level.
No.
Sonic
as-
Adventure.
And
Sonic
really love
Adventure
those
is-
Sonic has had a
movements.
rough transition to 3D.
Eli, I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you.
Sonic Adventure is much better than Sunshine.
Thank you, Lid.
Damn.
I don't agree with that.
I would.
I don't know, but like for me, playing Sunshine, that was like I was genuinely stunned at how many like crazy and creative like mini games and like levels that you were coming up with. I
So-
loved it. It was really crazy. I was stunned how like out there it was in terms of like its design.
So what's your?
Like,
I love the flood. I don't think that's one of the issues with Sunshine.
No,
I
Sunshine,
think
like that's good.
a
The
big
issue
plus.
is that it's, the issue is that it needed 6 more months. That's the issue with Sunshine.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
It like
The
took,
movement though is fucking clean.
Yeah.
yeah, but they like took out like half the fucking moves from 64.
Well, yeah, but
Really?
Lid's a big
Yeah.
whiny baby about 64, and he can
60,
sit.
64 is the best
Lid,
game of all time.
anytime Lid sees a copy, I swear I pressed the jump button there. Anyway, anytime Lid sees a boxed copy of Super Mario 64 DS, he takes out a wooden stake and stabs it.
Oh,
60,
no.
64
I mean, with good
DS.
cause.
64
What?
DS is a piece of shit.
I think
They
when I
should've-
worked at the exchange at like the
Okay.
am I like you know like GameStop, but it's
Jesus,
kind of like
man.
GameStop.
Yeah,
but, like,
I know. I'm playing too
Um,
recklessly. I'm not getting a game over in World 2.
When I worked at the exchange, it was like you know like a buy sell trade like store with like movies and games and everything. We were selling the DS copy of the 64. It was 64, right? For like $80, I think.
Jesus
Cringe.
Christ. This is the worst
Yeah,
I have
DS
ever played
marketing
Super
is
Mario
insane.
Bros. In my life. I'm sorry.
And Mario Kart was like 64 was like 160 something or 150 or something. Ah, it was a lot of money.
Yeah, and the 64 prices are getting crazy. Okay, we just need to get a mushroom and then everything will be fine.
But yeah, whoever said they also enjoyed Sunshine, yes, it's a great game. I love it a lot.
It is. It just
I
has
mean,
issues.
I
Yeah, of
enjoy
course.
it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Here's like my opinion on Sunshine is like, you know, like the way people talk about Dark Souls 2. Like it is the worst one, but it's still good.
Would you
I'd much rather play Sunshine than Dark Souls 2.
Same here, to be honest.
Honestly,
and
I'd
I'm,
probably-
I'm not, and I'm
I'd
like
play
fucking,
Sunshine than Dark Souls 3 even.
and I'm like Spencer,
Damn.
who's like a weirdo
Okay,
about that
okay,
game.
let's get off the
PvP.
topic of Dark Souls because this is gonna be a whole different argument that's not really relevant.
Yeah, you're right.
What do people like more, Sunshine or Galaxy?
Galaxy. I believe Lid has called Galaxy the Oscar bait of video games.
It literally is. It's the fifth
so good.
highest rated game on Metacritic.
Is it really?
Yes, and 2 is right below it.
Well, Galaxy 2 is way less Oscar baity than... Because I kind of agree with... I get what he's saying, and he's not wrong, but
How do all of you feel about Odyssey?
I love
Odyssey
Odyssey.
is great.
Odyssey is my favorite. I played Odyssey like last
Odyssey
year.
is
It's
great, but it has a lot of BS in its design, but it plays amazingly. It's my
Oh,
favorite.
that's another one.
It's without question my favorite Mario now. It's the only Mario that I look at and I'm like, you know what? That's unquestionably a 10 for me. Mario has a lot of
I-
9s, but not many 10s.
I genuinely think that like the few, like the structural problems in Odyssey are so few and minor that they're pretty much negligible.
Yeah, no, it's Odyssey's
I
great.
see.
'Cause-
I prefer more like level structure, and that's just. How
See, I do
prefer-
too, but I
Odyssey's a
think
great game.
Odyssey handles that way better than 64 and Sunshine for me personally.
I
Especially
think
since
it's better than 64 and Sunshine. I just prefer the Mario games that have like, a goal at the end. So I
yeah,
prefer
no,
Odyssey.
Mario is best
3D
when he's
game.
working around clear linear levels. I will agree with you on that.
So that would be like
Odyssey's a great
Galaxy, I'm
game.
assuming. Like
I
Galaxy.
think-
yeah.
I think
Okay.
Mario is best when he's in a little playground.
You can have that opinion. Okay. All right. So the question.
Mario the Predator? What are you talking about?
I was gonna say. Just like haunting on top of like fucking giant trees. I should definitely eventually play the fucking 2D Mario games.
Yeah, you
It's,
should.
I'm like
Maybe
you're right,
don't
like, the
start
fact that
with
my
this
first,
one,
yeah.
but this one's
Oh,
pretty
really?
good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't
Why not
really
this
think outside of Lost Levels and maybe 2 USA, there's a bad starting point for Mario. Look, I'm not saying Mario 2 is bad. I'm just saying it is not the best. Like, if you want to play a...
It was my starting point.
Yeah, and that's
fell
why
in
you're
love.
you.
What about which is like the most celebrated one? Is it World? Is it like it's World? right?
It's World and 3 are kind of back and forth. 3's, I think, a little more used to be a little more popular. Now I think World's a little more popular.
I see.
I like World the best. That's my favorite 2D Mario, and it was my favorite Mario before Odyssey.
I see. And I'm assuming the new Super Mario, like the weird like 2D, 3D ones are like kind of.
I like New Super Mario, the DS one, a lot.
I was gonna say, I think
It's- I
that's
think
the only
it's-
Mario I
it's-
think I've played to completion.
Yeah, that
It
one. That
seems-
one's pretty good.
It seems today generally accepted that of the 4 new Super Mario Brothers games, DS and U are the good ones.
Yeah,
and
because
Wii
U
U
is the
are
most
bad
like
ones.
interesting and like creative, whereas DS is the most interesting and creative, whereas U is the most polished.
I see.
And
Someone
then
said
Wii,
Metacritic rate.
I don't. Wii's just there to me. It's like
Wii was basically, do you want the DS game but with co-op? And then
Uh-huh.
and
2
bigger and yeah.
2 was,
Right.
do you want the same fucking thing again?
But this time there's Reznor.
And
Right, I
coins. So many coins.
Why didn't you just make a Wario Land if you want a coin-focused platformer, Nintendo?
Serious.
Because then you wouldn't have had 2 new Super Mario Brothers games in the same fucking year.
Yeah. But yeah, like I've been just very recently actually getting into Nintendo's catalog. I've been also
That's
I need to
good.
get back to it because I've been just busy in general with fucking life. Because I was playing Prime, Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
I was really enjoying that one.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
that
really-
game's my favorite game ever, probably.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's telling
Dr-
fucking
yeah.
visuals are
Duh,
fucking.
duh.
The art direction.
Maybe if I'm being honest, Dread is probably a more polished product, but Prime's my favorite.
I think Dread's the best Metroid game, but Metroid Prime's fantastic.
Yeah, but
Dread is, like, the
I have a
last one, right?
stronger
The-
connection to Dread. Like I don't think, or to Prime. I don't think Dread can ever like take those memories away that I have with that game.
Someone asks about y'all's opinions on the Game Boy Mario's.
Land 1 is quirky and not that great, but still short enough to be worth playing. I think Land 2 is
Right.
very fun. You should play Land 2.
Land
Check it out.
Play
1.
Superstar Saga on the GBA. That would be great.
Superstar Saga.
That's an RPG though. That's different.
I was gonna say, where do we come in on the
RPGs.
Oh, the RPGs are good, but they're not tradition. They're spin-offs, is what I'm saying.
Of course. I've heard good things about. I think is it the original Paper Mario RPG? Whatever it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah. So I would say, Thousand Year Door is the one that everyone really likes for Paper Mario.
Yeah, that's the
game.
one. Yeah, that's the one.
And they're wrong, because Super Paper Mario's better.
Damn.
That is a
Yeah.
bold fucking take, Eli. Holy shit! I'm not saying
Because
you're
you don't
right.
have to backtrack again and again.
I'm not saying this is the correct opinion, but when I was a little kid, I was obsessed with Bowser's Inside Story.
That's I think the one that I think is best.
Yeah, it was just really
Well-
funny, was what I remember. Like really
Well-
well written. Oh boy.
Bowser
Oh, no,
Vor
did you just
game
die?
Okay, thank
is
God.
the patrician answer.
What's
Yeah, but so
Lid
the
is a
Mario
sticker
RPG you
star
wanna play-
defender.
Sorry, go ahead, Eli.
I don't care
the,
that
the
much
ones you
about.
want to play are Super Mario RPG, the first 3 Paper Marios, and the first 3 Mario and Luigi games.
Maybe Dream
And-
Team. I think
yeah.
Dream Team is worth trying.
Dream Team, even
Give it a shot, but I'd say like those 7 are the ones that I think are like.
Yeah,
really
no, those are the
fun
ones
and
that like
deep.
really matter.
Dream Team
And-
definitely has some issues, but it has one of the best
This is gonna be a
soundtracks.
stupid question.
And
again.
maybe the best art direction in any Mario game.
This is gonna be a stupid question again from like someone who's never grown up with these games. Do they fucking RPG like? Is there like actual like stories in them, or like is
Yes,
it just like
yes,
fucking
yes.
around?
There's a real
The good
plot
ones
with like
that are
really good writing and characters.
Yeah,
They're
And,
really
and a lot
funny.
of really good jokes.
That's important.
Oh.
In the good ones there are. Then you have
Uh.
shit like Sticker Star and Color Splash.
Sticker
Yeah, I've heard
Star
about
be
that
like,
ones.
no one has any character or writing.
Yeah, I've heard like some of the more recent ones are kind of like not great.
I have heard there are at least enough Origami King defenders that I'm like, I want to try that game at least.
My roommate played that a bunch. I watched it. It's like I forgot everything that happened in that game.
It has enough. It has like an actual villain and like stakes and some enough like charming stuff in it that I can
Let me put up.
forgive that it's not an RPG.
Let me put up Dolphin. I forgot what games I put on there. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh shit, I forgot. I was playing the fucking Kirby's Return to Dreamland also.
That's
I was enjoying that.
that's
yeah.
Lid's favorite Kirby game. It might not be
It's
mine because
it's my favorite of the reboots.
Oh, okay. Is
It's a
Amazing
reboot?
Mirror still your favorite?
Yes, Amazing Mirror is my favorite.
I think
Yeah, I respect that. That's
Amazing Mirror
enough
is a good
potential,
game, but I feel
that-
like every time I replay it, I'm like, this game could have used a sequel to iron out some of it.
It's because in my opinion the Game Boy Advance games have the absolute best like game feel and controls, but Nightmare and Dreamland is literally just a
We're gonna be
remake of
here a
Kirby's
while.
Adventure.
Oh yeah, so I
I
have
can't wait for
Kirby's
the
Return
new-
to Dreamland. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I can't wait for the new Kirby 3D game
Yes!
to be better than any Mario 3D game because
I'm not gonna go that far, but I do think that game's gonna be real based. I do think that's gonna be like a strong contender for best Nintendo game of the year.
You know, I want to know what you think about this, Andy. Would you say that what is it called, Forgotten Land? Would you say that this is going to be the first real Kirby console game since 64?
I would
No,
not
no,
say
Return to
that.
Dreamland.
I would say Return to Dream.
Well,
But I would say it
here's
is.
the thing, right? Is that like Return to Dreamland and Star Allies both kind of feel like Kirby The Force Awakens?
Well, see, okay, but here's the thing. Return to Dreamland at least came out in a time when Kirby was getting it. It was like the Kirby game where like we hadn't had a mainline one in a while, so it's like, oh shit, and we hadn't had like a proper game that utilized Superstar's mechanics again. So that was the Kirby really tight and polished. Star Allies doesn't have an excuse, but I would say that like this is
Actually, it has an excuse. It's just a bad one. And it's the co-op.
Yeah, that is a bad.
Yeah.
Fun
Star
fact
Allies-
that they canceled that GameCube game because they were like, we couldn't figure out how to make it fun enough in co-op, and then they were like,
I see.
I will at least agree with you that this is undeniably the biggest step forward any console Kirby has been since 64. Like this
Alright.
Star Allies is I don't know, it's fun if you pick the overpowered characters and then just bullshit through like it's a
Couldn't
Warriors
do that
game
at
or
launch.
something.
Best
I didn't
Kirby
play
to
the
start
launch.
with asks Jaina in the chat room. Best Kirby to start with.
I think
Superstar.
Superstar Ultra.
Superstar Ultra. I mean, I also think Nightmare and Dreamland's a pretty good place to start, but Superstar
Yeah.
Ultra's, yeah.
I think those are the two answers basically.
Not to start with, but I gotta give a shout out to 3DS games because I
Oh,
really
I
don't
think
play
Triple
one on the
Deluxe
3DS
is just
anymore.
decent. I
They're so
liked it,
great.
but Robobot, man, Robobot.
You
I've
should
heard Robobot is really good. Yeah.
It's so
you should not play Triple Deluxe before Amazing Mirror.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah,
lore.
that's true.
Kirby lore is like the funniest thing in the world to me. Like
I've
just
heard,
not
I've heard
not anything
things about
specific
it, yeah.
about it, but just that it exists.
Just
at
that,
all.
like, in this franchise, centered around a pink puffball for children, people talk about it in, like, hushed Lovecraftian tomes.
Like body video, but for fucking.
Yeah.
That's another one.
I have also Super Monkey Ball on Dolphin, which I tried a bit. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot or something. But this
Play
game
2
plays
instead.
like glasses.
Yeah,
Is it
play
two?
two.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Wow.
The thing with Super Monkey Ball is like
Yeah.
your joystick has to be calibrated well. And
that
if you're
might be
if you're playing on an
right.
if you're playing on an emulator, that could
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, I'm playing on like a DS4 controller, like a PS4 controller. Yeah. So like, and I don't have my shit calibrated. Like I just had it like default. Like
Yeah.
it's working.
Because didn't the GameCube have an octagon gated stick?
Yeah, yeah, and you can
Yeah,
change
that
that
could
in
be an
settings,
issue.
I think, but it's finicky.
I posted the Kirby lore
I
chart
saw.
in the
I
chat.
saw. Let's go fucking QAnon and fucking.
Yeah, no,
like-
it's cracked. It's
The worst thing is, this mostly makes sense to me.
But yeah, I'm like, damn, something about Monkey Ball doesn't feel right. And I watch my friend, my buddy Joe, fucking speedrun it while we were in Discord call. I'm like, what the
Monkey
fuck? Are
Ball
you doing
speedrunners
this?
are the most bold, insane people and speedrunners in the world. Because
Well,
they
he's-
have no
he's like-
fear.
He's like chilling, like, just talking, and he's like fucking going 50 quadrillion miles per hour in fucking Monkey Ball. Like, what is going on, dude?
They have a fucking degree. If to be a Monkey Ball speedrunner, you need to get a fucking degree in fucking geometry. You have a geometry, advanced
I think
geometry.
that might be my favorite GameCube game.
It's a pretty good
Monkey Ball?
one.
Which is a tough thing to say, because I love that console. But
Of course. Yeah.
really
Now
stellar.
that I've actually been
And
playing,
then they haven't made a good. And then they technically haven't made a good new one since that.
Damn. But yeah, like I've been going through their catalog, that console catalog, and I'm like, I can see why people really love this console. But like, they went ham on the fucking first party shit.
But yeah.
Especially
yeah,
Prime.
I mean,
I'm fucking,
you
I'm
do have
fucking
things
loving
like
Prime.
Sunshine and Wind Waker, Big Rush.
Oh
but
yeah, Wind Waker.
Play the Wii U version instead if you can emulate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, because Oh, good.
There are good and bad things about the Wii U version. It has a lot of amazing quality of life.
What are the are you one of those people, Eli, that's like, wait, it's too bright. It's too bright. Turn down the bloom.
like,
I actually
I-
don't even dislike how it looks. It's not the original art trick. So
I
just
can
said,
agree with
I
that.
think
I like
That's
the
fair.
new
I
style a
agree
bit
with
better,
that.
honestly. But
I
respect that.
think the GameCube visuals have their charm, but being able to have a faster boat and having the Triforce quest not be as bullshit
and
is
not
too
having
much of
to,
an improvement.
and having changing wind direction be so much easier.
yes.
I was gonna say I guess the only true blue GameCube game I would have played, but that's not really true. Like this game has been fucking ported to like every fucking console.
Resident Evil 4.
RE4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon
That
as you
game-
said port, I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I mean-
my favorite game of. That's my favorite game of all time. And
it's a good one. It's a
I
good
fucking love it.
fucking game.
Fucking love that game so much.
Jaina asks, what Zelda's good to start with?
Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. Those
My
are-
only
that-
thing with
that
Ocarina.
piques
well,
my interest.
specifically the 3DS version of Ocarina.
Yeah, that's the
of
thing. Is that if you can emulate the 3DS version, that's probably the way.
Or
to
maybe
go,
try
just
that
because,
new fancy
um,
PC port. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because
Oh really? Did they
Ocar-
like a
Ocar-
native one?
Ocarina of Time is
Yeah.
hard coded at like 20 FPS.
Oh.
and that's in NTSC regions. PAL regions, it's like 12.
No, it's like
Jesus
it's like 18.
It's so
Oh,
fucking. It's so fucking funny that for like the first 20-ish years of gaming, non-Americans just had it played objectively video games objectively worse.
Good.
Well, not non-Americans, just specifically PAL regions had it worse. Like Japan was
Oh,
still
I
in
thought.
TSC.
Oh, I thought Japan was PAL. Okay, that makes a
Oh.
little more sense. I think I thought that because
I can
you
agree with
because Japan.
Ocarina. I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, now you finish.
I was gonna say I can agree with Ocarina on 3DS, but Majora's Mask I gotta insist on the NC.
Well, yeah, no, you gotta play that. But I'm saying
I was
like,
gonna say, yeah,
I
that's
think
the one that
everyone
looked
can agree.
my interest.
But
don't start with Majora.
no,
No, really? Okay.
Majora is one of the
it's
greatest
so-
games of all time,
it's
but
so
you don't
weird.
start. It's like starting with. It's like starting
Oh, I didn't
Star
mean to
Wars
start
at
with Majora, I
starting
meant, like,
Zelda at
when you
Majora is like
eventually go play it.
starting Zelda at Majora is like starting Star Wars at KOTOR 2. It's like you gotta build up to that. You can't just jump right in.
I mean, I did start Sunshine as my first Mario game. I mean,
That's less insane than Majora.
really? Oh, okay, damn. All right. Shit. Yeah, but I've heard great things about. Like,
Oh yeah,
the Day Night
Majora's
cycle,
awesome.
Like,
The-
Mask, narrative and everything.
the Mario
Best one, yeah.
equivalent would be
Great.
like starting with lost levels.
no, that's an insult. I would say like, let's be a little more fair. It would be like starting at New Super Luigi U.
No,
New
I'd say it would
Super
be like
Luigi.
taking Donkey Kong Country 2 instead of Mario.
Oh yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah, DKC 2 is based,
Are we-
by the way.
Are we gonna have the Breath of the Wild debate?
I still haven't played the fucking game, so
Me neither.
Wow.
I can't say anything. It looks
Lid-
interesting.
Lid doesn't like
It's
open
great,
world
but it's
games.
not great for the
I-
reasons that other Zeldas are great.
I think it's very mid.
I hate open world games. Breath of the Wild is the one exception.
I
Huh?
think it is
I'm
one
the
of the
same
best
way.
open world games, but you know, that
No, I
doesn't
feel you
make
on
it
that.
good.
Yeah,
Come on,
to me
come
it's
on,
like
Rick.
open world game has become to me shorthand for we didn't want to put in the effort to design like a tight package, so we're just going to fill this with like bullshit.
I would say
and
some
going
of the
to-
Sony stuff, only some.
We're going to pepper an empty rectangle with trinkets.
Yeah,
I would say there are
um,
I didn't feel
exceptions
Breath
to
of the
that
Wild was
rule.
empty, and I mean, they spent 5 years on it, and I feel like it shows. I don't think it's perfect.
Well,
but
here's
I
here's
think
here's the
it's
thing.
really
Here's a question I have for you. Have you played Xenoblade X?
I hate that game so much.
It's just Breath of the Wild but better.
No, it sucks.
Damn.
What are you
It's
talking
just
about?
better. Because the
Oh,
only
It's
thing
like
about Breath of the
worst
Wild
game
that
on the Wii
matters,
U, and that's saying something.
that's you're so wrong.
So bad. I was shocked
I think
when
I think
found out that
Xenoblade
Naughty
X
Dog
is
called
Lid's
Breath of the
favorite
Wild
Xeno
because it's
anything.
good.
Wait, isn't Xenoblade like a real time turn based thing or like what is
It's like it's most similar to like MMO combat.
like, yeah? So you
Yeah,
just mean in
so
terms
it's
of like
bad.
structure or like in combat?
I mean, in terms of the world and exploration.
Oh, okay. I see.
Like the only thing that I like about Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade X does way better because it's made by the same people and they basically just reused shit to make Breath of the Wild.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Ah.
Monolith Soft helped out with Breath of the Wild's world.
Huh.
And they're gonna be helping
I-
out
I-
with the second one.
Huh. Interesting. I had no idea that they were related at all. That actually makes sense on thinking about it. Jesus.
Does
They
beg
have
the
their own
question: why does Xenoblade 2 look like that? Then
Yes.
there is no excuse for that question.
Well, actually, I know why because I've played it. You know what it is?
They rushed
'cause
it to launch.
It's because the character models are too detailed.
Oh.
They're spending too much rendering resources on per object motion blur and jiggle physics.
They spent a lot of time on chisel
You're talking about
jiggle
the one
physics
with
for
like
that game.
the big boob women or the
Well,
fucking
yes. Okay. The
sword?
reason I will
Yeah.
defend Xenoblade 2's art style. The reason why it's like that is because they let a bunch of guest artists make shit for that
Yes.
game. It's not
It's
Xenoblade's
literally-
fault.
Literally, like the main cast are designed by the usual guy.
Okay.
The main enemies are designed by Tetsuya Nomura, which is kind of cool. But then every other major character is designed by a completely
Okay,
different individual person.
So the main cast is like that. I get it. Is by the Xenoblade team. Then why the fuck does the main character of Xenoblade 2 have such a bad design?
I
hate that
I-
faggot so much.
I wholly
Eli, you
okay,
can't
okay,
say
he-
that word.
as a character, Rex is terrible. I honestly kind of like the design.
Okay, I hate that word, that F slur so much. Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Don't worry, TOS will not get you. You're good. You're good. You're good.
I know, but it's every time I'm like, I thought Cole was the one. I thought since Cole was here, when we were free. No, Eli, I gotta watch out for Eli over here.
Well, then stop talking about Rex from Xenoblade 2.
I think it's okay. So it's lame that Xenoblade 2 got a character to me, but it's made up by. I was like, well, you know what? It's funny that it's not Rex.
So, so to appease Eli, how do you feel about the new KOF game?
It's amazing. It is just so good. I would be playing it right now if I wasn't on the stream. It's
Of
you.
course, yeah.
and online feels incredible. They really made an effort this time.
Out of
I played
curiosity,
with a couple people, and it feels like there's a steam.
Hey, I made it through a world without a game
out of
over. Let's
curiosity,
go.
Eli, did you have to like
Andy.
turn on
Well done.
VSync or no?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you have to like turn on VSync or no?
No.
Okay, so you have it
I
like
mean-
off like, set by default, pretty much.
I have not messed with the settings once, and it looks, totally great.
Okay, okay.
Plays
Okay.
great, so. But obviously, it depends on your own computer, I guess. So.
Of course, yeah. Because for some reason, that's probably some weird bug thing, I guess. But yeah, I tried it a bit last night. Yeah, I mean, I played like, fuck, what was it called again? Let me look at my Steam list. I played, I think, the one that got recently, like, Rollback, I think.
Oh shit, am I gonna beat this game in like? How long have I been
Oh, yeah.
streaming for?
I was playing 2002, like a couple months ago, like when it came out again, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot, but I never really got into KOF, and so I was like, fuck
Mhm.
it, I might as well get into this new one because, it'll have probably, I'm assuming, hopefully, a fucking training mode and, challenges or whatever the fuck, so I can get acclimated to playing these kind of games,
So one
Yeah,
thing
I
I,
mean, it has a training mode. It has
Oh, yeah.
some brief tutorials and combo things.
Yeah,
The story mode is really just arcade mode, so it's not really that much
No, of
single
course,
player stuff. But
yeah. I'm fine with that.
so
Yeah.
one
I'm
thing,
assuming it's gotta be probably the fucking Street Fighter 5s.
they're announcing 6 on Tuesday, by the way, or like in a few days.
Oh man, oh god, my fucking timeline's gonna be fucking. Ugh.
So,
I follow a lot of
but,
fighting people.
yeah.
Yeah, so do I. Even though I don't care about fighting games, but anyway, the thing I wanted to say about Mario 1 is one thing that I really respect about it is that it's always been very good about like introducing new enemies at a very gradual and constant rate. Like World 1,
Yes.
here's Goombas, Piranha Plants, and Koopa Troopas. World 2 is I think Paratroopas. World 3 is Hammer Brothers. World 4 is Spinies and Buzzy Beetles. Oh, thank God I got to... Hammer Brothers in this game are fucking evil. It's insane how
They are.
stupid their hitbox is.
So Jana was just asking the chat who I main. I main Joe, Dinosaur, and Terry.
Dinosaur's fucking sick, bro. That motherfucker is so
Oh,
fucking-
But I will stop the fighting game talk and in deference to Andy.
God damn it! I jumped on the Hammer Brother and it still got me.
All I care about Street Fighter 6, that's my last thing to say, is if they bring back Cody, hopefully he has some better tools in a Street Fighter
Hopefully, all I'll say is someone about Street Fighter who doesn't care about Street Fighter is, hopefully they don't fuck up Ken's design this time.
Yeah, Smash has a better looking Ken than
Yes, they
Street Fighter.
do.
That's
It's
crazy.
so funny, bro. It's so fucking funny. Oh man.
Well,
I will
maybe
say the
the
last
stream might manage to be 2 hours.
Andy.
Jesus
Come
Christ,
on.
Andy. You know what? I don't think I'll be playing this Mario games anymore. Actually, Andy, I'm sorry.
Oh, shut up.
Andy's tilted.
You got this, man. You got this. Are you playing on like an emulator? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Or, like just
yeah.
a website, or okay.
Oh, I'm playing on the FCEUX emulator.
Alright, if you, not even kidding, after this, hit me with a link. so I
Sure,
can just-
I'll hit you up with the download link. Why not?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not playing on the Switch on their official NES service. How dare you?
I would never pirate officially licensed Nintendo games. What do
A
you
coworker
think?
of mine was like, "Hey, dude, did you know that like you just get all these old ass games on fucking Switch now?" I'm like, "Huh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy."
I mean, I bought.
Anyway.
I have bought Super Mario Brothers on at least the Wii and 3DS Virtual Console, so they got enough of my money.
I have the NES cartridge, the All Stars SNES cartridge, the Game & Watch, probably the Wii U.
Well, how dare you not own the All Stars version on Wii?
I know. I'm not a real Mario fan.
Not a real game.
Even the phrase that it's very weird. Like this is a very strange stream conceptually to me, just because like thinking about a Mario fan is almost like thinking about a McDonald's fan at this point. Like
No, I get the.
it's so default
mean,
that it's very
like,
hard for me to conceptualize
that's
a
true.
passion.
I feel like the older I've gotten, and this is someone who again does not play these games, I've gotten less snobby about like, oh, that's their most popular series of all time, and being like,
Well,
these
no,
games
I
have
think
really
he's
good
getting is
design.
that like
They're really well made.
like yeah, it's polished, but Mario is kind of the Mickey Mouse of gaming in terms
Yeah,
of like
true.
shaving off a lot of personality, and he's not as gimmicky as other stuff. But I like that Kirby has stupid copy abilities that Castlevania games that are hard, for example. Like,
But you're the big Sonic fan though, right? Ann?
Oh, absolutely. Sonic is unquestionably better than Mario.
Damn.
Sonic had
All
less.
right. Okay, buddy.
Okay, you know what? I'll say this right now. Fucking tie me the crucifix. Mario had a rougher transition to 3D.
You are a monster.
It's just empirically wrong. Like you can say it as menacingly as you would like, but it's just not.
Sonic
good.
Advent. Ryan, I can't wait. I'm gonna show you off.
I think
Sonic,
you should. I think you should try to.
Sonic
you should try
Adventure.
to transfer
well,
to
okay.
being alive
Sonic,
in this game.
Sonic, like, okay, I can accept. Yeah, that's true. I do need to be better at this, but I can accept like the argument that SA1 and SA2 are better than 64. But I feel like if you take the mean average of like 64 and Sunshine put together versus SA1 and SA2 put together, that's less rough. It's less rough. Like 64 is way more important and impressive than anything 3D Sonic has ever done.
Of course.
But like, unquestionably, I'd rather replay Sonic Adventure.
Super
Huh.
Mario 64 is the greatest game of all time.
I was gonna say like I listen. I personally like. You know, I have fun playing Super Mario 64, but it's not like the kind of thing I wake up in the morning and like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play that again. And I can't even argue like, oh yeah, it's definitely one of the greatest games ever made.
Oh yeah, no, like
Also,
Mario,
but
like
Sonic-
I will never deny Mario 64's importance or the fact that you play it, or that it is like genuinely a fun video game. I just think it doesn't click with me personally. But like,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Can't argue with that one.
but I will
one
also
thing I'll say
argue.
about Sonic on my end. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait
It's
to.
just like
Oh, sorry, you go.
I was gonna say, like the only thing I know about Sonic is that I played one level of Generations. I think is that the one where they're all together, right?
Yeah, yeah,
The 3D one. I'm like, oh damn, this game looks. It has graphics.
yeah. Generations is good. You should play more of it.
And I played 10 minutes, I think, of the actual first Sonic game, like the actual Sonic.
Okay, you played the
like,
good parts of Sonic 1.
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't. I
You
I'll
got
try
no, I
again.
know what happened. You got to Marble Zone and you're like,
No, like I was still on the first level. I was like,
What the
fuck am I
how
doing?
How does it take a human being 10 minutes to beat Green Hill Zone?
Look,
It's
bro.
Green Hill! You can beat that level! I could beat it in 5, no
The
question.
I could
movement
beat
felt
it-
strange to me, dude. I don't know how to explain it.
There are not very many video game levels that I genuinely think I could beat with my eyes closed. I could probably beat Green Hill Zone with my eyes closed.
Absolutely, I could do it.
I gotta turn in my fucking gamer cred. Here,
It's
I'm
great.
so sorry.
Yeah, all of the opening levels of the Genesis Sonic games are like I could do that with my eyes closed.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe
I
it
mean,
was.
just-
Okay,
It's literally just hold right and jump.
if you
Maybe
want to
not.
if you want to play technicality, I don't think I could beat Mushroom Hill with my eyes closed.
Okay, not Mushroom Hill,
But that's
I meant,
that's
like,
the
Green
only
Hill, Emerald
technically a
Hill,
first
and
level.
Maybe I was just not feeling good that day. I'll try it again some other time. I still have the file on
Is that my last life? Oh, thank God. Okay. So this is one of the things that I do think like Mario 1 does hasn't maybe aged the best is that like
lives?
there are no that's an old ass NES game. That's
Of
all.
course,
Oh
yeah.
fuck! I was too slow. It's that some levels are literally copied and pasted from other levels but harder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty common on NES though.
Metroid 1 is the
Mega Man has a lot of that.
Mega Man at least hides it better than Mario. I feel like.
Maybe a little bit, but like Mega Man 1 especially, there's just literally the same screen again with no changes.
Oh yeah, it
sometimes.
does. Well, Mega Man 1, it's at least fine because it. I got no excuse. Mega Man 1 it at least does it. Mega Man 1 it's at least fine because it copies and pastes stuff within the same level rather than, which is better to me than Mario of like a later level is the same as an older level.
Yeah.
Because then it's at
I
least
do
like,
like how they do that in later like the Galaxy games, the 3D land and slash world games, where it like those are specifically the like challenge post game areas. I think that's
Right.
fine.
yeah, no, and
You play Galaxy. That looks thick. I know you said I think was it you Lid or Ryan,
yeah,
you
Lid
said
said it was
it's the Oscar bit of video games,
It is.
but
Galaxy's a good time.
Galaxy, the thing with Galaxy is that like it's very focused on the Wii remote and on stage gimmicks.
And I like
And
the gimmick.
as a
And I-
result,
Oh.
and so as a
about
result,
two,
like
though?
2 plays basically exactly the same.
but
it
there's
is-
a
it is
difference.
practically
2 is harder
2 is basically just DLC for the first one.
with better
That's what I've
levels.
heard, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with better
And
levels in my
and
opinion.
but the thing is, as a side effect of that being the focus, Mario himself is the most boring he ever was in 3D.
I can agree with that.
I get, yeah. Oh yeah, of course, because in this game it's like very focused, very refined mechanics over like kind of like the more open kind of like playful
Yeah.
movement of like the playground-ish
Yeah,
Mario
no,
games,
no.
right? Okay.
Yeah, Galaxy has a lot of time to like building up its atmosphere and pacing and stuff, which is why I like it. But
Okay.
like, it does struggle a little bit in the sense of
Okay, I see.
like, it's not Mario's jump in that game is a little slow. It's a little chunky. It's a little rareware 3D platformer.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, just rare. How do y'all feel about like Banjo-Kazooie?
I'm
Well,
not.
like,
I
Mario
recognize
64 and
Banjo as a
64.
decent game, but I've played like the first world and a half, and I'm like, it's not really doing it for me.
I like-
DKC2 is a masterpiece.
Yeah, the Rare's 2D games are a lot better. I honestly like Banjo Tooie's like visual vibes, but game's not great. Grant Kirkhope is a hack.
Damn.
I feel
Ooh.
like half the time me and Lid just go hop bodo bobo
Yep.
bobo bobo.
No,
That's what all of his
I fuck with that.
Oh no, I
fuck with
like
that.
I like Kirkhope's music, but it is like he's anyone who wants to put Kirkhope on the same level as David Wise is a fucking liar. David Wise
Yeah.
is
Wise. He,
That's Donkey Kong Country.
okay.
I feel like anytime Lid comes on, like, we have to make like a joke about Grant Kirkhope.
We do. We should always be clowning on Grant Kirkhope.
Grant Kirkhope, the
But
man
is
who
he-
famous.
he's behind the DK rap, right? I'm assuming.
Yes, that's the best
Uh-huh.
piece of music he's ever made.
That's the best thing he's ever made, and it's the best thing in
You know what?
DK64.
I'll actually give Grant Kirkhope a little bit of offense. I might not like banjo soundtracks, but I like his more like his guitar in like Perfect Dark and Killer Instinct and stuff like that. He has two
one-
sounds. He has 90s guitar and 50s gum commercial.
Yes.
Didn't he
two,
do GoldenEye?
Yes. He did do
Yeah,
GoldenEye.
Yeah,
Does
I do
that
know
really
that part,
count
yeah.
though? Like, you could just rip off the film scores.
I was gonna say, it's just literally
It's a good rendition of those scores.
the 3D platformers I did grow up with were like Crash.
Crash,
But
I like
mainly-
Crash.
Mainly Spyro though, and the soundtrack
only-
for Repto's Rage is like engraved into my
Oh yeah,
brain.
those Spyro games have good soundtracks.
Who is it that did those? Wasn't it like the
I
drummer
forgot.
from the Police or something?
I think so. It was
Something
fucking.
like
I don't
that,
know what it
yeah.
was, but those soundtracks are fucking.
I've only
Crazy.
played a bit of Spyro 1, but it does seem like I put it down, but I'm like Spyro seems like a cool 3D platformer. I like
Yeah, they're really
its
fun.
take on a collectathon
I was
the
kinda
most
miffed
of
about
anything I
the,
played that generation. Although I still haven't tried Ape Escape, so
I was kind of miffed about the reimagining, re-release, whatever the fuck thing. I don't really vibe with like the
oh,
reimagining
the
of Dark
reignited
Cloud.
trilogy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lame whenever a remaster is like you can't use the original music.
Yeah, or even like the original graphics, even like I don't know.
I don't mind how those games look.
Low
The
poly
visual- yeah.
Spyro is epic though.
Didn't they
Oh.
like also choose their voice actors also?
Yum! I'm so full of cigarettes. Well, no, they
Oh,
used
that's
the voice actor from 2, but 1 and 2 do have a different voice actor.
I see. Yeah.
I think Spyro 2's voice actor is the voice for Patrick Star. Well,
Oh.
Spyro 1's voice actor is Rocco from Rocko's Modern Life.
But yeah, Spyro and Crash were my games.
No, wait, I think I got that mixed up. Whatever. No, Spyro 2's voice actor is Tom Kenny, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that. Crazy.
Yeah.
SpongeBob. I'm assuming.
or as Clancy Brown has called him, Four Eyes.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank also have been.
Everything I see of Ratchet, I have very little experience with the PS. I have basically no experience with the PS2 Sony stuff, so I'm
You
planning
gotta
on
get on
streaming.
that.
I do. I need to give. And that's because the thing is, for a long ass time, I wanted to play those games. So it's like I can't run PS2 emulation.
I really enjoy the attitude and like some of the writing and jokes of like the original game on the PS2.
Yeah, it seems like
Everything
PS3
I've seen of- yeah.
onward, they tone
Yeah.
things down a bit, but it at
It
least seems like
feels-
some of them at least play right.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't doubt that.
Do you know
Sonic-
that they do the stupid thing for the remake / movie thing?
Don't they like put in like FMVs from the actual movie?
Well,
in the
yes,
game,
but
or-
also story-wise, like specifically, they make
Is it like a
Nefarious.
remake?
They made they made Nefarious the main villain of that game. He's the villain of the third game and the main villain, but it took him. He did not show up until game 3.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Huh.
Yeah, I think there's a scene where he just betrays the villain of. What the
That's
fuck
weird.
happened there? There's a scene where he betrays the villain of Ratchet and Clank 1 and is now.
I saw like a bit of like a walkthrough of like the quote unquote reboot of the series, the Ratchet, just one called Ratchet and Clank, the PS4 one,
Yeah.
and the way they just changed Ratchet's character is so fucking whack,
Yeah.
dude. I
Yeah, they-
fucking hate it so much. I watched it around the time when the Avengers game came out, and I saw also footage of the Avengers games coming out, and Kamala Khan's character in that game reminded me of the exact same attitude fucking Ratchet has, like kind of like wide-eyed, like, oh, I'm gonna be a superhero.
I would say of the 3 Sony era, PS2 era Sony platformers, my interest from most to
I knew a
least.
guy who worked on some of the Ratchet and Clank games, and it's been a very long time since I talked to him, but the main thing I remember him talking about was like their #1 priority was just getting in as many sex jokes as they could.
Oh,
Yep.
they do that with
The
all of
old-
the titles. They do that with the titles.
Yeah.
Like going commando, into
Yeah.
the Nexus,
Up your arsenal.
up your
Up your
arsenal.
arsenal. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't think you were
I don't get it.
Oh, up your Nexus? What was it called?
Into the Nexus.
The Nexus?
Yeah, how is that a second?
I
not
forget-
sure.
Oh, that one I'm sure. But a Rift Apart.
I mean, that ripped apart, yeah. Up your arsenal's kind of blatant.
So I would say of the Insomniac is probably the Sony developer that I would say is like has the best track record, but of the PS2,
Size matters. That's
Oh, yeah.
That one's good. I would say of the PS2 Sony platformers, my interest from most to least is Sly is the one that I've always thought was the coolest because Sly never stopped being a platformer. Then Ratchet and then Jack at the bottom.
You're right. there was like one last game on PS3 and that's pretty much been dead since
Well,
then.
yeah, it was clear that, and also with that game, that they were like, "Oh man, this is gonna be the start of a new trilogy." No.
This did not sell at all, pretty much. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so. Because there are narrative decisions that are questionable, but like, if it's the first game of a trilogy, it's like you could have recovered from that.
Of course, yeah. Damn, Sly Cooper, goddamn. It's been a while.
Whereas Jack, and I'm gonna be honest, I've seen a lot of Ratchet and Clank, and some of it, or Jack and Daxter, and some of it seems fine, but none of the games I'm like, I gotta play that. Where
Jack?
Yeah.
Jack 1, I've never played 2 or 3, but Jack 1 is a really interesting take on, like, what else could we do with Crash Bandicoot?
Well, what if Crash was a collectathon?
Yeah.
Which
It
is
had more moves.
I just don't like it. Doesn't nothing in that game, and then Jack 2 seems very bad. Jack 2 seems
Still
like
really
maybe
fucking
the
bad.
worst game Naughty Dog has ever made. Bad.
Jack 3 you said?
Jack 2. Jack 3
Oh,
seems
Jack
fine.
3, okay.
Cause
Damn,
Jack
worse
2
than,
is like, what if you took everything good about the PS2 GTA games and just had none of them, none of the good aspects?
Yeah.
Cause the reason why is the head of Naughty Dog at the time was like, what the fuck do you mean they beat our we're Naughty Dog, we're the head of it, and so they coped and tried to do the same thing and it did not.
Right.
Yeah, 3 is better, and then they also made a car one and 2 PSP games.
Hmm.
I've heard the first PSP game, or I've seen some of Daxter, that's the first PSP game. That game seems pretty good, actually, to alright. Lost Frontier is very bad, and it also has Dark Daxter. for those of you who don't know, it's literally Daxter is a werehog now.
What?
No, because he's covered in more dark eco.
And in darkness. Does he have an Uzi?
Let me get you a picture of Dark Daxter.
That for me,
to-
okay, aside from my one level of Generations and my 15 minutes with fucking the first Sonic game, I sometimes just rewatch the opening to fucking Shadow the Hedgehog just to see the fucking.
It's very
the,
funny.
The
The-
Uzi reloaded fucking scene.
Yes.
Fucking kills me.
Here
It's
is
so-
here is Dark Daxter. Are you ready?
There, more games need to get the Shadow the Hedgehog
God.
treatment and just have a.
Later,
dumb
you looking at
edgelord
this?
treat- Oh
What the fuck?
my god!
And you go through beat 'em up levels in sewers as you play at this game. Keep in mind,
Oh, my
the Lost
favorite.
the
Hell
Lost
yeah.
Frontier is a game about being a sky pirate.
Oh no.
Name
Apparently-
name a game that has a good, fun sewer level.
I can name a couple.
I literally
Mario
can't.
Odyssey.
Superstar Saga. I
Mario
like
Odyssey's
Sonic
sewer is
Adventure's
fine.
sewer level, kind of.
When you said
What-
sewer
what?
levels,
Yoshi's Island, I like the sewer stuff in that.
I don't hate the sewer level in Dark Souls.
which
yeah,
ones?
The depths, I assume.
No,
Like,
the
Light Tower?
early game one.
Oh yeah, the depths. Yeah, yeah.
Because the thing is, I
It's
had
fine.
Halberd when I played through that, so I never got cursed once.
Is that like the one on your way to the Gaping Dragon? You mean?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's alright. It's there. It's a thing. Yeah. It's not like. It's definitely not as not bad at like fucking like Lost Island or whatever.
Technically, Doom 2, if you could count the environments that they're in as sewers have,
As sewers, I guess.
if you could count them as a thing.
When you said when the first time y'all mentioned sewers, there are 2 games that came to
Anarcho.
mind was the
Anarcho,
fucking
come on, man.
It's World
Oh,
6,
no.
it's getting hard. Come on.
was Revengeance's sewer level, which I fucking despised.
Why
From,
does
like, Metal Gear-
Revengeance have a sewer level?
I don't know, man. It's also
Like,
kind of
Metal
really,
Gear Solid,
it's
sewer
also
level.
really
sure.
forced stealth level.
It's because there's like an underground research facility.
Oh, that's
that
right.
you have
That's
to
where you
do.
find
Yeah.
what they're doing with the babies. That's right, yeah.
the eyes of the.
It's like a bunch of Mexican children, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
brains.
Well, the
that are
Brazilian-
The good old
yeah.
days after 9/11.
Little days before 9/11.
Oh no. Yes! Okay.
How did you
okay.
manage
I love
that
that game a
one?
lot, but that level is fucking. It's just drab. It just fucking. It is like like comically a fucking sewer level.
The worst sewer level I've ever played, without question. I don't think any of you have played this game. Is in the re-release gold version of Thief 1.
Yes, I was gonna say that's the other one I was about to say.
That level.
Thief.
That's because that sewer. Okay, so the game tricks you into thinking you're playing a thief. So you're like, oh,
Yes.
you gotta rob a casino. Oh, that sounds
Of
like a lot of
course.
fun. No.
No.
2 hours worth of sewer level.
Sewers, bro.
And it's the
That was the
most
other game I was thinking about.
confusing sewer level that I have ever seen in my life.
It's just pretty much a maze at that point.
It's so
It's just a maze.
and it's you can tell that it was unfinished beta content that they were
Oh, of
like,
course.
this is almost done. And the thing
Why is the sewer level such a like constant? Like no matter the genre.
because I feel like it's a really cheap mate level to make. Oh fuck.
I guess.
You don't have to worry about a skybox.
I
That
guess, yeah.
and it's mostly narrow, thin hallways, and
And it's all inorganic stuff.
yeah, which is easier to model.
Oh,
I think
you know what
also
has a good sewer
Unspoken-
level? Resident Evil 4.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. Correct. It's very brief, but it's fun.
Oh, the one with the like invisible bugmen.
Yes, and
Not
also
like my
the
very favorite part of the game, but it's good.
it's
you know?
great. Yeah.
It's like that game spends a very long stretch. Like at the very beginning, that game's terrifying, and then there's a long stretch in the middle where it's just fun and not scary at all. That is the exact moment when RE4 becomes scary again.
I forget how close to that is the regenerator dudes.
A
Because
bit
that's
far
the main
away.
thing that people
Yeah.
point out of RE4 of like that's
Yeah,
when
The
the game gets
Regenerators
regenerators are so silly. I love them.
They're funny, but when you're young and you're playing
They're
it the
just
first time,
guys.
it's like fucking terrifying. I love that. I love their design, and it kills me a lot that I feel like the regenerators were kind of like the groundwork for a lot of the design decisions of like RE7
Yeah.
maybe, and
Mossman.
but they didn't really capture the spookiness or even
You
the
know what?
silliness.
You know
of-
what else has a
of the
as a decent sewer level? I don't know
What's
if this counts, but I'm gonna say Link to the Past.
I wouldn't know what. If it was-
I wholeheartedly disagree. That level sucks.
I have a lot of nostalgia for like super early Link to the Past because all right.
Oh, are you talking about the Hyrule Castle sewers?
Yes, yes.
I thought you were talking about the Swamp
Oh,
Temple.
Yeah, no. The Swamp Temple isn't the worst temple in the game, but it's not super great.
It is for me. That's the one that's killed the most of my playthroughs.
Because you
Yeah,
do
for me,
well,
it's the ice one.
and they're right next to each other too. Isn't that
Yeah.
delightful?
From honestly, from the ice level to Turtle Rock for me is like the lowest point of that
Link to
game.
the Past is the one that's like overworld and like 2D, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's the Super Nintendo one.
Okay. With like pink hair Link, right, or something?
Yeah,
No, that
No?
no. I mean, okay, people say his hair is pink. in
his
that game.
hair is
Ah,
pink. His hair
okay,
is
I
pink.
get you. I get you.
What is?
I think you mean her hair is pink.
What are you
Yeah,
trying to
her-
say, Andy?
No, that's Zelda 1. That's Zelda 1.
Yeah, that's true. That art that's been floating around, that is Zelda 1 art.
Yeah, Andy, I think that Hammer
Andy, you did the
Bros.
exact same thing twice now. You've died in the exact same way. You're like, I'm gonna wait down here and then I'm gonna get
Look,
him.
okay, in my defense, anytime I'm bad at this game. Because it can't jump!
Oh man.
Okay, in my defense.
I mean, it does look difficult.
no, because
Nope,
the thing is, it's
difficult.
like it
I
drops
mean-
down like 3 layers. They're not supposed to do that. That's cheating.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, Andy. You should have learned by now that they do that.
Like, you can't.
They will do that every time you stand there.
I can see this game making me mauled a lot actually now that I'm watching Andy play because
Because it's 1985. And the thing
like,
is, also,
2D
this game.
platformers I'm like the worst at. Like 2D platformers I'm usually the worst at personally.
Oh man, okay. Alright, okay. Okay.
Out of curiosity,
And in my
Uh,
defense, anytime I'm bad at this game, I can just say, well, I'm stretching the stream out so it reaches a decent length, you know?
Absolutely.
out of curiosity, have any of y'all played Hat in Time?
I love Hat in
I
Time.
have
I
it
do
on
not
my
like it.
download, but I haven't played it. It
Did
seems
y'all
decent.
like or not like it actually? If I'm wondering.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Not a fan? Oh shit.
I loved it. I loved it a lot.
What was your issue with the game, Eli?
It just feels awful and looks awful.
And
And it's also unclear of what to do at all times. It's just, I felt like I really wasted $25 on it.
damn.
I think that there are some good parts. I like sort of like the, you know how it sort of rips off Sunshine's like floodless style levels where you're
Mhm.
just like in a
Yeah.
void.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
reminds me
the-
of that a lot too. Yeah.
I thought those were good, and I liked the like the one of the late areas where you're like in the mountains. I thought that was a good section,
Mhm.
but most of that game does feel really like sort of cheap and structureless.
Oh no! Oh no!
Nice.
Oh no!
I liked
Hey.
how structureless it was. It was just
Hey,
sort of like, oh
I mean-
wow, they're really just trying. Like,
You can do it, Andy.
oh, they
I
had
did
an
do
idea.
it. Also,
They had an idea. They made a level out of it, and then
I mean,
they
like,
just
it's
moved
not-
on to the
like,
next
it's
thing.
not-
That's
Yeah,
not what I
it's just
mean.
like-
I don't mean that like that there isn't a formula to it. I mean that I think most of the levels have poor conveyance.
I would yeah. All right, I'm gonna say. I think it's cool that you play a video game as Rule 63 Wind Waker Link.
Yeah. Hat Kid is a very good
The
character.
girl
design.
from A Hat in Time just looks like she'd call me a homophobic slur. I don't like her design.
Yeah, she
Wait,
does.
wait, what? Who would call you on the poster?
Hat
Hat
Kid.
The
Kid?
girl from A Hat in Time.
Really?
Hat Kid
Why?
would never.
I think
First off,
Hat Kid.
first off,
would.
Hat Kid
It's
can't
incredibly
speak
bad
really.
vibes,
I think
horrendous vibes from that character.
yeah, Hat Kid has like the same
Scrumblow?
vibes to me as like that fucking who's that tan anime girl? You know?
Oh yeah, the one that I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
what?
The one that you see on
I
Twitter.
know the one you're
that
talking
one.
about. I can't remember her fucking name.
Her name is in the title of the
Oh,
series.
Wait, how though?
Oh,
What the heck?
Nagatoro? Is that it?
Yeah.
That's the
Phoebe,
that's-
thank you for agreeing with me. I just saw
well,
your comment.
because a lot of
Sonic
the time when
Adventure is
people-
better than Mario 64.
I think the main thing is just
Yes,
when people
she
take,
definitely
like-
has that energy.
when people take screenshots of Hat Kid, they often like make her do like the smug face and stuff like that.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like,
that's a huge
Are you
game.
saying that Hat in Time is a game for pedophiles?
I mean, I'm not saying it directly, but I'm not saying it either.
I
Alright,
see.
I think I'm
this
just
the
going in
maze
loops
stuff?
because I don't know the.
Who's ready to get stuck for half an hour?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
fuck, I didn't know that. I forgot that they did this like stupid looping thing.
And they don't even
They-
tell you when they did it
they-
right in this version.
They did it in an earlier level too, but
Well, that
you
one I
just knew it.
memorized.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Like, is he looping the same?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has to
because
take
you have
one
to
of the
take
route.
It's
Uh,
just bad design.
weird.
But like, I give them an excuse for it because like no one had ever done anything like this before. But it's not good.
Okay,
Of
I'm fucking looking it up. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna say,
God
I
damn
don't
it.
give them an excuse because they've kept it in all the games.
I thought they did not keep this.
Are you mad that I'm
This
looking it
isn't-
up, Lid?
Well, a little bit because you just said you wanted to drag the stream out.
That's true. You know what? Lid's bringing up a good point. This is content.
Yes.
This was
going
in
back.
this exact same like mechanic was in the new Super Mario Brothers games too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
think-
half of them suck. So, like, it's
Also, something.
We-
Speaking
we've
of
been
things,
new.
speaking of things that they did they bring back? Lid? Did they ever bring back the underwater levels that have pits that suck you down? All right, okay. I'm gonna try bottom now.
I believe that they have, but they actually give it a visual indicator.
Top bottom.
Going briefly back to the subject of RE4, I tried out. I mean, any excuse to play that game again, I'm gonna play it again. And even with no excuse, I'll play it again because I fucking love that game.
Oh yeah.
The RE4 HD,
Fuck
like
me.
like remaster made by fans, like 2 people, is fucking incredible.
It looks pretty good.
It's really well done. Like outside of like putting aside the texture stuff, they do a lot of really cool things in like restoring a lot
Don't
of
think
like
I've done. Oh,
old
there we go.
effects
There
and,
we go. Let's
and,
fucking
like,
go.
mods and stuff. It's really cool. They did an amazing job, and I've been following them since
It'll
like
be
back in
funny if you die
2013.
here and have to do that again.
Oh no, don't die! Please don't die, Andy.
No, I think I go
Please.
this way.
Por favor.
He's gonna run out of time.
100%.
Oh yeah, you forgot your timed in this game. Fuck.
There's another maze.
Ah!
Hey, stretches the stream out.
This is content, right? This is content.
It's just very funny to me to hear Andy go, I think I go this way, as if this way is not just right. Oh god, you have to go past the fucking Hammer Bros again.
Yeah, but I have a mushroom this time, so hopefully it should be okay.
Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend.
Andy, if one of those Hammer Bros jumps on your head again, I think I'm gonna have a conniption.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Good, I was about to say, just leave. He's not worth your time.
You got this, Andy.
Alright.
We believe.
There we go.
Oh, this part. Fuck. There we go. Good stuff. I'm seeing there's a delay, so I'm like.
If I can do the generic question, but I feel like it's good enough to ask.
Yeah, good.
What's everyone's just general favorite soundtrack?
In a
I
video
say
game.
not the best one, not what you think is the best, but your personal favorite.
All
In a
right.
video game, though, right?
I'm gonna give away the most Zoomer answer I possibly could.
Fortnite.
Pokemon
Among Us.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
That's pretty
What?
Zoomer.
That's very
Just pretty
Zoomer.
Damn.
It is Zoomer, but yo, that soundtrack's so fucking good.
For me personally, my favorite game soundtrack would probably be Amon Tobin's soundtrack for Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
I've never
Fuck.
heard a single piece of music for Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
It's fucking great, dude. It's
What
fucking drum
Splinter
and
Cell
bass.
should I start
I-
with?
Okay, hold on. Is that the one with the lighthouse theme?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
That fucking soundtrack fucking rips. It's so fucking good.
Lid,
Okay,
do you
Pop and, like,
do you
drum
have
and
one,
bass.
Lid?
Favorite soundtrack or Splinter Cell to start with?
Favorite soundtrack?
Soundtrack, yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII, probably.
Okay, that's a pretty you answer. I was thinking Twilight Princess, but no, that's
That has a lot of really good songs, but it also, I don't know. I think it has some weak dungeon themes compared to some of the other Zeldas.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
Nice. I don't think Eli responded, I think.
Eli,
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I don't know, maybe Chrono Trigger and just to be really basic.
I was just saying, all my answers would be really Reddit, like
all right,
Final Fantasy VI or Silent Hill 2.
okay.
Silent Hill 2, oh,
Eli,
man, that's
Lid, and
amazing.
me.
That's my
Now we
favorite.
need to ask: can we name a favorite soundtrack that's not a JRPG?
Mm,
I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That's a good
go.
one. That's a good
Let's
fucking one.
go.
I don't
Marvel,
even like
baby.
fighting games that much. I respect that.
honestly,
Eli, I'd let you
Fighting
take me
games
for
have
a
lot
ride.
of Fun music.
Third
You
Strike?
know-
Third Strike has a great soundtrack too. Third Strike has fucking amazing soundtrack.
You know what non-JRPG soundtrack has really been growing on me since it came out?
What's
What?
up?
Bowser's Fury is really
I've heard
good.
almost no music from that game.
I was gonna say, I can't believe no one said any Mario game soundtrack.
Is that DLC for Odyssey? Or...
It's the
Re-release
I mean,
of 3D World.
that's kind of what
Ah.
it came bundled with the re-release of 3D World,
But it's a completely different game.
yeah, it plays more like
Yeah.
Odyssey, and that's the weirdest thing about the re-release of 3D World, right? Is because the Wii U was not very popular,
Of course.
so more people have probably played the Switch version than the original. And so when that came out, people played Bowser's Fury, and they were like, "Oh, this plays a lot like 3D World." But guess what?
No, it doesn't.
The
They
Switch
changed
version, the Switch version of 3D World has extra moves in it that they added from Bowser's Fury.
That Lid thinks makes the game worse.
It does. It
Oh.
completely messes up the flow of the game because you're not supposed to be able to go that fast.
Yeah, movement is buffed a lot in 3D World Switch.
That's your favorite
And-
Mario. How do you feel
and
about that, Eli?
You can't play it with the D-pad, which all of those levels are like straight lines, so it's so much more finicky.
I mean, I never like to play with the D-pad if I can help it. I don't.
Fun
You
fact.
don't even have true analog control in that game.
You know
It's
what,
Still
but-
eight
but-
directions.
I don't give a fuck about that. It doesn't bother me.
To answer Rye's question first, my favorite
I don't like
Mario
Bowser's Fury at all,
soundtrack
and that
period.
game was-
I'm actually gonna say isn't a mainline Mario. I think I might say Mario Kart 8.
Mm,
Mario Kart 8 soundtrack kicks ass.
It's got a lot of great tracks.
Yeah, the problem with Bowser's Fury is just the Bowser gimmick is terrible. It ruins the game.
It is probably the worst part of the game, but I don't think it's as bad as people say.
Did you see
Like-
how clutch that Hammer Brother that bullet bill jump I just did was?
no, yeah, that was pretty smooth.
I don't even know how I'm not dead. Mario has stupid hitboxes.
Like
you asked me
easily,
for. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
easily the worst part of Bowser's Fury is how many stars there are. Cat shines. There are.
Oh.
No, don't acknowledge their stupid naming. Gimmick.
Why
Where,
the fuck did they change from stars to shines?
And well, because stars, suns, moons in Odyssey, you know, they've got a theme going on.
I was gonna say,
Um,
I really mean, why did they change to fucking moons and sunshine? Why couldn't they just keep
Well,
stars?
no, it's
Because
shines
there was a
in
whole theming
Sunshine.
about the moon and
Okay.
It's called Sunshine, of course.
In Odyssey, it's because they're quirky.
No, in Odyssey, it's because the final level is the moon.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
What is it in the Galaxy again?
Galaxy? It's
Uh,
just stars.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So do you know why the?
That's why it's the
Oh, you
highest
know why
rated
they-
game on
Space
Metacritic, baby.
Lid, you know why it's
No, that literally is it. Is because
well,
Galaxy
and
Galaxy has the most consistent like world. Like it just makes intuitive sense in those kinds of ways. But what I was saying about Bowser's Fury is the thing is, right, like there are some stars where you need Bowser to be active, but you can just get them all when you have 49 of them and Bowser just stays active.
Yeah,
And then you don't need to
it's-
worry about it.
I feel like it's fine as like a blueprint, but like if that's what they want to do going forward, just without that central gimmick, which I don't think works at all. But I like
Sexual
the
gimmick.
freeform nature of it.
Sexual gimmick? What?
I think he said this actual. But
Oh, okay.
Sexual gimmick.
I said structural gimmick.
Oh. Still not sexual.
Throwing
Yeah,
it
that-
back
that's
structural
not-
style.
this stream is in
Mario.
fact safe for work.
Mario gone sexual.
Fuck you.
Do you think the reputation of Mario has recovered from the like decade of horrible YouTube like Mario
Like-
has sex with Peach?
I was-
Question mark, question mark, question mark?
I was just about to
Like
say,
all those
hold on.
horrible sketches.
No, hold on. I was just about to say, Lid, as soon as you said that, the fucking thumbnail of that video just it appeared in front of me.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't think YouTube videos had a wider impact on. I think on the I jumped into that one into the cultural impact of Mario. I think that was just an impact on YouTube and gaming creators on YouTube rather than the brand.
I think it had an almost irreparable amount of damage to the reputation of the Mario franchise in that it is eternally cringe now and will need a good
no,
deal of time
I think that's
before
a
it is
you
rescued.
thing, Rye. I don't see it.
Does no one else find Mario cringe?
No,
Mario
Mario
Reddit.
is based.
Mario's face.
I would say Mario is pretty neutral. He's pretty good. I don't know if Mario is based, but
He's
he's
a
pretty
funny
good.
guy.
Mario is not cute.
By the
Mario
way,
is cool.
my favorite my favorite
Oh, you fucking died, damn.
my favorite non RPG soundtrack is this one's kind of an obscure poll. The 1997 LucasArts shooter Outlaws.
Ah,
That is a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
It's
What the
a
fuck?
real fucking good soundtrack. Cause okay, so you know how like Western, you know how like Bobby Prince took a bunch of like metal albums and was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is my song. This is my song. Imagine that, but it's a bunch of really good spaghetti westerns.
Yeah. On that note, speaking of LucasArts, Grim Fandango.
I have really
I like that game.
I have very little experience with point and click adventures.
Talking about soundtracks, that game has great soundtrack, and then the remastered version, they like redid the soundtrack with like live instruments, and it sounds even better. It's fucking fantastic soundtrack. I love it so
What's
much.
the best place to start for like Tim Schafer's library?
Honestly, not even probably Psychonauts, to be honest. Psychonauts 1.
Yeah, that's
mean,
I
it
own
really
that game.
depends on your affinity and your patience on playing classic adventure games, to be honest.
What
Like, I
about
don't know if you-
the Monkey Island reboot games? Are those any good?
So, I'm not a fan of the remake style, like the art style. It's fucking awful. I prefer like the
It's
really like
ver-
gorgeous.
It's very Penny Arcade.
Ugh, it's fucking gross, dude. The fucking original artwork was fucking gorgeous, like
Yeah,
fantastic.
no, I think of like
Um,
the artwork that's like on that picture of like never paid more than $20 for a computer game, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, I mean,
fuck
yeah,
me,
Monkey
come
Island
on.
is pretty good. Day of the Tentacle is pretty fun.
Oh,
Full Throttle. is-
no.
What happened? Oh.
Bounce the
I was
goddamn
pointing
mush.
at Andy's mistake.
I guess in terms of his like adventure games, I'd say maybe Full Throttle. Grim
Okay.
Fandango is fun, but like it is very much a late era, the death era of like
The
adventure
Doom
games.
has eaten our lunch completely.
very much the post Gabriel Knight cat mustache fucking era
There's
of
nothing
like
as bad as the cat mustache and Grim Fandango, though.
oh no, of course not, no, but it's still it kind of inches a tiny bit, but not too much. You're right. I'm not gonna say it's not that bad at all. It's a great game, but like but yeah, Grim Fandango is fucking great. It's really fun. The voice, some of the best general voice acting in the game, my opinion. Like most game, like voice acting is fucking god awful, but Grim Fandango has fucking great voice acting, and the soundtrack is fantastic.
Yeah, I really like that.
I think bad voice acting in games is better than good voice acting in games.
That's fair.
Only
That's fair.
sometimes. You know what's the game that has my favorite bad voice acting in games because it's kind of good?
Is it a Sonic game?
No.
That would be completely a valid answer, though, I think.
Deus
Yeah.
Ex 1.
Yes.
Yes. If Deus
Yes.
Ex... Oh my god, if Deus Ex had quote-unquote good voice,
voice
acting,
acting?
it would ruin it.
No, it's because here's the thing. Have you ever
It would
seen
be
any of the
Human Revolution.
scenes where like Bob Page shows up in like Human Revolution or Mankind Divided?
Yes.
It's
He
like the
sounds so
game,
out of
like
place.
it's like you go from this like because I like Human Revolution quite a bit, but you go from this
It's
like
alright.
French Canadian like here we go super artsy like new and then Bob Page goes, what the fuck is everyone doing in this game? Shut up and listen to me. And it's like, oh thank God, this man's so cool.
UNATCO. No.
Imagine
Speaking of,
anyone else voicing J.C. Denton with a less monotone voice than my vision is augmented.
Yeah.
Well,
If any,
That
if
would-
any of y'all, have you played the is it the Merovingian or whatever the fuck it's called mod for Deus Ex 1?
I have only played Deus Ex 1 vanilla. I should try out some of the
Oh,
mods.
okay.
so.
That one is fucking so fun. You've probably seen clips of.
I probably
of
have.
that fucking mod. It's so fucking funny. The most famous part of that mod is the fucking conversation with yourself in the mirror.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen
You've
that.
probably seen that. Like that one's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah, you're
Da-
right. The game has fucking dog shit.
Well, I think like JC, Paul, and Bob and Bob Page are fine. Everyone else
Like,
though is
yeah.
like
No, Daddy.
Mr. JC Gwenton into fresh.
No, Daddy. What a shame.
We'll run with it.
You know what?
Oh my
I kind
God.
of like how bad Gunther's German accent is. It's real good.
Like, and I guess also RE4. I mean, RE4 has. cheesy
RE4,
voice
I
acting,
would
right?
say, is like it's
cheesy voice, not bad.
it's
Yeah.
RE4 is deliberately directed that way.
Who voice acted Leon again?
I forget.
He fucking kills it. Fucking fucking dumbass.
Did you know the voice actor for Leon in RE4 is the same voice actor as the merchant in RE4?
That's so cool. I
Really?
forgot about that.
Wow, that's fucking sick. So he's like,
Yeah,
that's fucking
he succeeded, plain and simple.
How many?
good shit. Fuck, I fucking love Salazar's voice.
Oh, it's Salad.
Fucking yeah,
All the voice acting in the game is great.
fucking great.
Also, if you hear me mashing, it's because I'm playing Metroid
I will
Prime.
say, like, obviously Resident Evil 1 is the funniest voice line cast of all time. But I do think
Like
it is
OG,
interesting.
like classic.
Yeah. But I do think it is very funny how I did not realize, because I hadn't seen much of the PS2 era or the PS1 era RE that much, and it's like, oh wow, they really like immediately by 2 the production values are way better.
Yeah.
Like 2's voice acting isn't stellar, but it's very clearly not, oh, here are the kids we grabbed off the street.
I
Of
like
course,
the
yeah.
Jill
And
sandwich
he
though.
did it again.
Oh no, wait, no, it's coming back. It's
Maybe
coming.
you, the master of unlocking, can make better use of it.
Oh yeah, no.
I like how RE remake, like remake 1, like tried to like alleviate that, but also has probably one of the most funny line readings in the whole series, where it was like Chris, and then just like, no, it's so bad.
As far as
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot this was an evil. Like,
I think I remember reading somewhere that like they tried to like, okay, we're doing like a professional voice line, but we want to keep some of the camp because the lines
of
and the
course,
plot
okay,
is still kind of
shows.
ridiculous.
Definitely
But like it ends up in this weird awkward place where it's like you don't really get either. It's just kind of like
yeah.
it's not taking it seriously enough to be like a good like line reading ever, but it's also not camp enough to be
Perfect.
funny.
Some of them are funny. You're right. That's true though. Like that's one of like a rare moment.
So, speaking of Resident Evil, DC Douglas is Wesker.
Of course, yes.
I don't know
Amazing.
if any of you have heard of it called Zero Time Dilemma.
Oh,
I
I have
played
heard
it.
things about that game designer. I have heard a
Imagine this
very
being read in this voice I just posted.
Oh my god. I
What is
okay.
this?
Zero time. I've
It's the
heard
worst.
that's Yoshikoshi, right? Or is that the Danganronpa guy?
It's the Zero Escape guy. I forget
Wait.
his name.
He is the most like from what I've heard, he is the most unhinged writer in the gaming industry. He's just like, nah.
Yes. This is terrible.
This
Is
is
this-
it.
Really bad.
Are you saying this old man is voiced by DC Douglas?
He is.
So he's like the
He says
power
the
to
power to
mind
mind
hack.
And he's been playing 5-dimensional chess the whole
You know what's
time.
an RE5
and
line that I don't
nothing's
think people
resolved, and it's
you know
terrible.
You know what's an RE5 line that I don't think enough people respect?
It's not global saturation. What is it?
I'm a businessman with
Oh,
standards.
yeah, that was standards. That's the best part of that fucking elf. I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of RE5, but that character fucking kills me. He's so fucking funny. Irvin, I think
I
his name-
played
Irvin?
RE5 for the first time with my roommate semi recently, like within the last year. That game is amazing. Like it is so much fun if you play
Lid.
co-op.
Well, Lid played it single player. Lid had a different experience, I think.
Oh yeah, I cannot
Wait, what?
imagine. It must have been miserable to play.
Didn't you
single
play
player.
RE5
What game?
single player recently?
I didn't play very much of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm a big like I played that game solo and with friends, and I'm still not a
Co-op
big
doesn't
fan of
save
five.
6, right?
No, here's the-
co-op's pretty
when I-
fun.
When I hear hot take, I think 6 is better than 5. And 6 is god awful. It's dog shit.
What, you
But-
don't like D.W. Griffith's Resident Evil?
See,
I don't even think 6 is that bad. 6 is like a really
Well, from what
fun
I've heard,
co-op
like-
game,
like-
plain and simple.
From what I've heard,
My-
the campaign's very wildly. Like Leon's
Yeah.
pretty alright, but Chris is a nightmare.
My thoughts on on 6 is that mechanically it's super fun, right? Like it's super creative, like really crazy movement and like shooting everything. For me,
Yeah.
those levels just feel so cramped and so like I don't know.
Well,
Like,
it's
it
almost
doesn't
like-
feel like
To me,
Yeah.
like
It's almost
To
like
me-
it's a 7th gen game.
yeah, but also feel like they try to like keep that old like RE4 like
That's the thing.
RE5 design. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that RE5 literally just feels like worse RE4?
Yes, exactly.
But that's still
the
like
only Resident Evil game I've ever been able to get into is 4. Because 5 just feels
Wow.
like a worse 4, and I don't like the survival horror gameplay of the earlier ones.
Mhm.
So
I
I
love-
don't know, maybe I'd like 8, but
I think you've mentioned it that like before
maybe
Resident
maybe.
Evil Remake 2, like the original was your favorite. But
Resident Evil 1 might still be my favorite. It's just been
Like
a long
OG
time
classic
since
or the
yeah,
remake?
OG
Yes.
classic, not remake.
Oh wow, it's pretty good, pretty fun.
specifically the the director's cut without analog controls is the
Oh.
best version.
Oh no. As someone who does not mind tank controls, it's like okay, but like
Well, no,
I know most
the
folks-
reason is that's the one that doesn't have the bad soundtrack.
Yes, it has all the
Oh.
extra content, but not the bad soundtrack.
you mean the fucking basement, the
Fun fact, Fun fact, because that soundtrack was composed by a man who was pretending to be blind.
be blind, yeah.
Pretending to be blind. He probably just used the wrong instruments. I think I've heard it composed right, and it sound like with the different instruments
Supposedly, it's just that the wrong.
that he used
I'm sorry.
loud
Can we
brassy.
stop for a second and rewind? Pretending to be blind.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
man,
didn't know about
like
this?
don't think about it too much. but supposedly it's just that like they assigned the wrong MIDI
No,
instrument.
he pretended to be deaf, I think.
No, it was both. Or was it?
It was both, I think. I don't know what it fucking was.
No, it was
Pretend-
deaf. You're right. It was deaf. It was deaf.
Okay, blind and deaf. I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
it was
looking on-
because he got
yeah,
caught
but-
after he
okay,
did the
go in-
Tokyo Olympics one year. He did the music for that, and then he got found out super hard. And I imagine everyone at Capcom was like, "What do you? What?
Okay.
No, we didn't know he was faking it."
Why would you? But what? To what end? Why would you fake that?
So that you could call yourself the next fucking Beethoven. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of based. I can't lie.
But yeah, 6 is a train wreck, but like I love it just because you just see money burning. in
You know
front
what?
of the screen,
I've heard an increasing number of people call the worst Resident Evil over the recent years.
Hmm.
0.
What?
I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Unequivocally,
not-
I think.
I mean, it's bad. I mean, it's kind of just middle. It's just boring. It's like whatever. Like it's a game that happened.
Did it though? I feel like the
Yeah.
series doesn't treat it like it happened.
I guess. I mean, I don't. If people hate that game, it's like cool.
Does it?
But
What,
for
doesn't-
me,
what characters do you even play as?
You play as Rebecca and
Rebecca
Prison Dude.
and man.
Did that?
Man.
Yeah, Rebecca Chambers and a guy.
I would like to say I like that that guy. The last you see of him is him just walking into the room,
Yes.
the woods after Rebecca goes into the Spencer mansion.
Yes.
It's like you
and he just
ne-
never comes back.
no.
He got eaten.
You know what
by
he
a
looks
dog
like?
off
He
screen.
looks like someone's like 3D render fan art of like a KOF character. That's what the guy looks like. But shitty.
What?
I know you're gonna
Which
say
I-
something.
What did you say?
Hold on, let me
Eli-
put a link. Or
Eli, I don't think you could jerk off to this dude. I'm gonna be real here. I don't think.
let me look him up. Hold on, I'll
He
show you right now.
sucks.
Hold on. I mean, what's his name even?
I don't fucking.
Who cares?
His man? His name is a guy?
Man, Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy. His name is the Bravo team. What the fuck? Where's his name? Billy Cohen. That sounds like a fucking KOF character.
It does.
It sounds like Billy Kane from KOF, yeah.
Exactly. Resident Evil 0.
We're doing this
Billy-
again, by the way. I think
So
I remember that you have
Time
to end
out.
on the bottom. I remember that.
I put it in stream chat, Eli.
I think it's middle bottom, but I can't remember.
Alright, let me open this.
Maybe I'll
He's
do.
a handsome
Uh,
feller.
I say he looks like a reject Tekken character more than.
No, that's also, you know
Yeah.
what, that's more apt actually.
I'm-
You're
I'm-
right, yeah.
The important part
these
is,
very
Emphasis on
high-waisted
rejected.
pants.
you know what? This is my second time through the level. I'm gonna look it up. I don't give a shit.
Doesn't his head look bigger than his whole? His head
I
looks
watched you do it
really-
earlier, Narco. The first one is bottom top, I believe, or bottom middle.
Doesn't his head look a bit
I'm just
big
looking at
for
a
his
map.
body?
I don't give a shit.
But yeah, 0. I mean, if people hate it, I understand it. But overall, I think it's just like a whatever. Like,
Okay.
forgettable. I guess that's why it's so
Bottom,
bad.
middle, top. Gotcha.
Because at least even like the most cringy, like awful Resident Evil games, at least have like some weird redeeming quality about them. You know, like 6.
I think Resident Evil probably has like one of, if not the most like spoiled fan base.
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah.
Like-
oh, yeah.
Like almost every mainline game that has a number would have been like the best game in most other video game franchises.
Hmm.
I don't know about 6. I also does Revelations 2 count as an
Okay,
Overwatch?
imagine if fucking like RE6 was just like reskinned and released as Kane and Lynch 3,
Man, oh my god. Oh god.
or like Army of Two, whatever.
Right. What's your
I-
thoughts on Kane 2?
I still haven't played it.
Haven't played
but-
it.
Okay.
But,
Does
like-
anyone play that game?
Fun fact: I haven't even played a Hitman game.
Ooh,
I am-
Hitman's fun.
I am one of a small group of people who think Kane 2 is fucking great.
Yeah, I know. I have friends. in
It's
that
getting
group.
like this reevaluation lately.
I will say, Kane and Lynch probably fine. I will still hold it a grudge against it as the assholes who got Jeff Gerstmann fired.
Yeah, Gerstmann fired. Oh yeah, 1%. 1%. Yeah. I mean, that's unquite. Yeah. One is whatever. The first one's whatever. It's like a game. 2 is fucking insane. Bald as fuck, just in terms of aesthetics and just what it's trying to do. But yeah, once you said that, I was like, fuck. Fucking Kane Lynch 2 with like an RE6 mechanics, bruh.
Right? Like,
Bruh, with the same like VHS like shitty camcorder style. God damn. But yeah, like I don't know. 6 is just super funny to me. That game is hilarious. It's just some of the funniest things ever in that game.
All right.
Chris
We're up-
Redfield being
World
being a
8
drunk
time. Let's
asshole.
go.
Like the legendary Chris Redfield, like him fucking getting drunk at the fucking bar, like
the fucking like use of a civil war in the fictional country of Edonia.
Edonia. Oh, the little touches.
By the way,
like when you,
final world guy. Let's go.
Let's
Here
go.
we are.
the little touches like
world's-
fucking you enter the Sylvester in Hong Kong, right? And you walk out of the fucking door and just shove the fucking cameraman out of the way.
You know what? It's good
as
that I died there, because now
As the
I'm-
fucking plane like falls down in the middle of the street, like oh my god, that game is so fucking funny, dude. Is it like a T-Rex at one point, like a T-Rex, T-Virus T-Rex, or T whatever the fuck? Oh man. But nothing will beat like Five's, Irving, whatever fuck his name is. And the boulder punching, of course, yes.
We can agree though that RE5 should not have had the plot that it had, right? We can all like mature adults and
Yeah.
go, "What the fuck were you doing,
I forgot who
Capcom?"
said
I mean,
it, but
like,
yeah.
like do you remember my?
Yeah,
Twitter
we talked
thread,
about
Andy?
this. Yeah, we.
It's literally just they wanted they started from okay. Military shooters are popular. How do we make Resident Evil one of those? Well, it's zombies and biochem stuff, so there's bioterrorists. Okay. And then they followed a bunch of cultural breadcrumbs. Where would terrorists be?
Where would they be?
Who-
Yeah.
What military force in the world is it politically okay to make the villain without pissing someone off?
Yo.
How would bioweapons spread in that geographical area? Who would live there?
Uh-huh.
And that's why if you look up interviews with any of the people involved with the game, they're like, no, what do you mean?
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Fuck.
Well, the other thing that goes under discussed is like, RE4 is also like really ridiculously stereotypical of
Of course.
Yeah, but it's
like-
Spaniards, so who gives a shit?
But that's
Exactly,
the thing,
no
though.
one gave a shit because it was Spaniards. So
That's the detail, though.
I can imagine the Capcom like fucking guys just being like, "Oh yeah, let's just do that again. Let's do funny stereotypes again, but about this part of the world." What? Why is everyone mad at us?
What's funny about
So
RE,
I need to
RE4,
talk
though-
about the game for a second and do a little rant. For some
Okay.
reason, World 8 of Mario 1 is like, hey, you know what would be a cool idea? No mid-level
What?
checkpoints.
Uh,
Fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
you're at the end of the game. You don't need them.
you don't need him, Andy.
Have
you
you
got this,
considered-
dude.
better.
You're good
Um,
enough to get those parts.
Have you considered getting good?
Just like how you
Have
don't
you
need
considered
rings for the
bad?
final boss of Sonic 2.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, Sonic 2 is at least better because you can beat Sonic 2 is at least the final boss, and it's just one level rather than here's 4 levels.
Right.
Like if it was just the castle, and just boss fights. So like a boss fight not having a mid-boss checkpoint, that's like whatever. Plus you can I can casually beat Silver Sonic in under like 20 seconds, so it's not a big deal. But like for a whole world of a Mario game, that's a dick move. That's a fucking dick move.
Yeah.
Be lucky it's not the whole game. Hey, you're already cheating. You're using the checkpoint code.
Cheater.
You should have gone back to World 1 by now.
If that was if,
your
if,
gamer's
if I
spirit.
didn't use that, I'd be using fucking warp pipes.
Oh right, yeah. Those are like just take you to like any level, right? I'm assuming, right?
No, you can skip from World 1 to World 4.
And then from World 4
World
to either 5 or 6, 7, and 8. And by the way, it's fucking it's kind of frustrating to get to that world that second check. Oh no! Oh thank God! I thought I was gonna fall into the tiny pit.
I was gonna say, in regards to like RE5, just like reading old interviews, like just even checking out like before the game was like officially like a co-op game, how that game was even more insanely fucking racist.
Well, yeah, because
Like,
Shiva was like the
they talked about how like, oh, one of the things we wanted to scare you in the light and darkness, the light and the darkness. And the screenshots they would use were fucking.
By the way, I'm once we get to a certain point, I'm gonna start. I don't think I'll use mid-level checkpoints, but I will at least use checkpoints at the beginning of each level if this takes long enough. 'Cause it's like, I
Are
gotta-
you implying that you're going to start save stating?
Yes.
Oh, no.
100%.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Cringe baby gamer.
So
Also,
I know
fun
this is
fact-
not
okay.
something. I know this is not something that probably anyone else on this call will agree with me on, but I really like Chris's design in RE5, even though I don't like that game.
He's
Yeah,
fine.
It's not
right?
bad.
He's a guy.
It's bad. I mean, it can't be worse than anything's better than 7.
He looks like
Oh,
a
fuck.
gopher.
I'm just imagining, you know where my mind went for that? I'm imagining fucking Chris Redfield doing like the 2006 YouTube reaction video. Just
What the fuck?
Dan, dan, dan.
Anarcho. I'm playing Metroid Prime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing Metroid Prime. This is not a creature. This is a flamethrower tied to a pole.
How do you
yeah.
feel
Oh,
about
you mean the Magmores? Yes. No.
RE8, Chris?
No, it's the boss
It's
of.
the boss with the bees.
Oh yeah, no. Well, no.
How do I
Look.
feel about
The
RE8,
look. The
Chris? You mean Ben
Chozo.
Affleck?
The Chozo didn't turn off
And
all their
Affleck.
stuff. You know.
I guess he looks Ben Affleck. I guess he looks Ben Afflecky.
Yeah, that's probably the worst boss in Prime 1, just because it's so like, what is this? Like, what are we
I
doing
assume
here?
not a fan. I guess.
I don't. Of what?
RE8
No, I'm
Chris,
asking Eli about RE8, Chris.
RE8 Chris is
No.
a good Chris. I think it's a good Chris. What are you talking about?
I like RE5 Chris, and I think they should have stuck with that one.
I think
they look similar,
RE8
but-
Chris is close enough to RE5 Chris after the mistake that was RE7 Chris.
Oh yeah. fuck, Jesus Christ.
RE7 Chris looks like a state politician.
It does. He looks like Chris Redfield is supposed to be the biggest, meatiest action man in the world. Why does
It's
he?
also the game where Chris says, I'm gonna get inside that asshole, whatever the fuck he says. In the fucking single player campaign he has.
Can they bring
not a
back
hero.
Swamp Grandpa? This is an important
Oh
question.
yes! That was the best part of RE7, the fucking Swamp Uncle Man DLC. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
that was
no.
so funny.
I wanna see Wesker show up. I wanna see Wesker when because they're gonna
Yes.
they're bringing Wesker back. We all fucking know
Probably,
it.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, but when they bring him back, I wanna see.
Swamp Man.
Yeah, just fucking show up behind him and be like, "What the fuck are you
Boy.
doing?"
That's a
I want the
good-
RE4 merchant back. That's all I want. See what happened to him.
You know what I'm worried they
I
might
have-
do? What if they put in the RE8 merchant in RE4? They would never do that,
Oh.
but
Cringe.
Probably
No,
not.
what the fuck? Yeah. The RE4 merchant's like so beloved.
Yeah,
they,
no.
they reference him in RE8.
Oh, that's
You
true.
know-
They do, yeah.
You know
Like
what
a-
I want
Okay.
back in Resident Evil?
What's up?
Barry.
I want another Resident Evil game that has an intro like ones. The fucking-
Oh, the
with
full metal.
action, though?
Like I don't care if it's live action or animated, but I just want another like corny like
Well,
thing where like
okay,
all the
Lid.
characters get individually introduced.
Lid, I do have a
So you want an
compromise.
OP for your video game.
Yeah.
Okay, Lid,
Yeah.
I do have a compromise. You might not get that, but you could get something like DMC5 where they show out the mocapping for the actors' cutscenes.
Yeah.
That'd
You know
be,
what I wanna
that'd be a
see,
pretty
actually?
cool consolation prize.
What I kind of expected RE2 remake to begin with, but they did not do it. They kind of did like a weird, like, kind of almost like TV show, like, intro after, like, the main beginning of the game. I fucking love Resident Evil Outbreak 1's intro FMV. Have y'all seen that?
I don't think so.
It's fucking sick.
What if they bring back the guy from Gun Survivor?
No, fuck off. But the intro to RE Outbreak 1 is almost POV of like a rat during the events of RE1 and RE2. It's fucking sick.
Okay, here's a
It's so
serious
fucking cool.
here's a serious Resident Evil lore question. Are you ready?
What's up? Yes, I sadly know a lot of lore of this fucking series.
Do you
but-
think they will ever name drop the Ashford family again? Are they ever going to touch that again?
No. Please don't.
Because the
Remind
thing
me who
is,
the
like,
Ashfords are.
they're the villains of Code Veronica.
But Veronica, yeah.
The-
And they
the-
were like,
So
Okay.
Lid, would you like to speak on this?
What?
man.
The Ashford family from they're the bad trans characters.
I think.
Oh god. This is the it's in
I
VC
think-
in stream chat right now. This is one of the Ashfords right there.
I think.
Well, one of them's a deliberately insane person who because they're doing bad psycho stuff, and the
Yes.
other is an X-Men mutant.
Yes.
I think video game.
I do think it is sad because that's like
bad.
Code Veronica is the
Game
one
bad.
Claire and Chris co-op one game where you deal with where you get to see Claire and Chris do an outbreak as brother and sister. I want that again.
Wait, what was the and we know like there was the Ari of Code Veronica also has man in it. I forgot his name.
Oh, the
He's like-
stupid fucking teenager.
What's his like
Forget his
like
fucking name.
Twink Man or whatever his name is. Like whatever his
Yeah,
name
he
is. Hold on.
sucks. He sucks.
Isn't his name Jack or something?
I don't.
Res
I know.
Evil Code Veronica. This is Jack or Jimmy or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, it's Jimmy.
Jack is the dad from Seven.
No, it's Jimmy. It's Jimmy.
It's Jimmy?
I think
Someone
it's
with a J or John or
no. I think it's because that stupid kid is a Jimmy. He's,
John Resident Evil.
it was Steve. we were so off.
no. Oh God.
No, this guy looks
So
like
if
KOF
I like-
character. This guy looks like KOF character 100%. I need your input
So
on this.
if I like
Eli.
4, and I don't really like any, oh god, that's fucking Chris from, that's Chris from KOF. Jesus Christ. But if I like 4, but I don't really like others, do you think I'd like 8 at all? Should I buy that? while it's on sale?
Here's the thing about 8. 8. Fuck. Between 7 and 8, 8 is definitely the better one. But like, 8 is like,
Yeah, no, there is
trying to
a
be,
big plot reveal that calls back to RE7. That's like you I don't know if you get it without
yeah.
context.
But I mean, in terms of like mechanics, like
I
gameplay,
don't
like.
care about the plot of these games.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Like gameplay wise, it's like trying to be still in the vein of like RE7's revivalism of like the old survival horror, but also be kind of action oriented. But
Well, see, Eli, I have the autism that says you must care about the lore in every single series that you like.
yeah. But here's the thing though, like RE4 is even during its early scary moments, it is 100% a fucking action game, right?
Yeah.
Where like
That's why
RE8
I like it.
RE8 plays like RE7 in terms of like survival horror, but it has very actiony sequences and like set pieces. So it doesn't feel as satisfying in my opinion as like
so Eli, you've at least read or seen a Dracula movie. It's kind of like
Yeah,
that, where
of
there's
course.
like scary monsters and stuff, but it acknowledges the Resident Evil protagonists are cool monster hunters,
yeah.
rather than Resident Evil, where it's either like rather than the usual Resident Evil horror tone.
Like bioterrorism or whatever.
Yeah, bioterrorism and conspiracy
Like
stuff.
it's a return to, I guess, some more goofier stuff like in older games, but like
Also,
in
it
terms
has
of actual gameplay,
Nicolas Cage.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can. I guess, yeah, you're right, actually, kind of, I guess. But in terms of just gameplay, for me personally, it's kind of like a really weird middle ground that I'm kind of not
All right,
a big
Lid.
fan of.
I'm committing to
Wow. Anarcho, I've encountered and been fucked by something that has not hit me in a very long time. I did not know Prime does not autosave after you beat a boss.
sin. No,
Yeah, that does
you don't.
make
You
sense.
got to go to a
No, it's
checkpoint.
Yeah.
Did you die? Oh.
I beat the boss and then died.
And then you
now I have
went
to fight it again.
da, da, da.
Actually, would make it easier? Eli, did you play RE7?
No, I played.
Oh, you only played RE4, right? Okay.
I played RE4, the GameCube remake of RE1,
Uh-huh.
RE5, and the demos for the remakes of RE2.
I would say try remake 2. I would say that.
Remake 2 is
What-
very
you-
fun,
you-
just
you might enjoy
regardless.
Remake 2, yeah.
Remake 2, like Resident Evil 2 in all versions, way more action oriented than 1 is. Because 1 is like the most
Well,
like puzzly the series ever really
RE2
gets.
remake though felt like it was following more on the line of like RE1 remake, like trying to be a bit more of like an actual survival horror game.
Sure,
again.
but
yeah.
there's a lot more like wacky
I-
bosses in Resident Evil 2. You know?
Okay,
think-
but let me tell you what it is.
Yeah, go ahead, Lynn. Okay.
I have the kind of brain where if you tell me the best strategy is to conserve bullets and just run away or like shoot them away.
You have the brain
like,
disease
no,
of
I
I'm not
won't.
going to shoot anything in this game.
Uh,
I have seen YouTubers and stuff who
in
have,
the normal difficulty for RE2 remake, it is pretty like breezy, I'd say, right? Would anyone agree with that? Like kind of like.
I've only
Yeah.
played it on
I
hard.
just
I'm a real
wanted to
gamer.
Yeah, it's the thing. I'm flipping to
enemies.
hardcore.
and get good feedback from that, and then kick.
Yeah.
Well, see,
But
okay,
it's
Eli,
another,
let me
like,
put
so,
it
like,
this way.
yeah.
Resident Evil 4 remake has the exact same like, Resident Evil 2 remake has the exact same kind of like, difficulty stuff where RE4 does, where it's if you're doing really good, you're not gonna get a bunch of ammo and stuff, but if you're doing bad, it'll give you a bunch of free shit.
Yeah, that's how it works. It has the
I like that
dynamic
system.
difficulty thing. But in terms of like actual like how it feels to play, it is not as like tight and like action oriented as like RE4. It plays
And that's just
a
like
bit
for
slower,
me,
yeah.
that's kind of a thing that I can see why other people would like it.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I like the
Wow.
RE2 remake. It's pretty good.
I know.
You really threaded the needle on that one.
I would say, Eli, the game that I'm trying to think.
Okay, so Lid, you know how you're better at video games with me. You know what's like the most like I am bad at video games I have ever experienced in my life is playing Tetris with Lid. Lid fucking destroyed me in I think under a minute.
Yeah, probably.
And I had a handicap on too. Like
Yeah, that was the best part.
Cause I'm like okay at Tetris. I can get to like level. I can get to like on DS. I can get to like level 12 or something, which is not super high, but it's like I know like some of the basic stuff.
And
But-
meanwhile, I'm like, well, I can't do a T-spin triple. But I can do some doubles.
Just to close out the RE thing, I'd say probably I don't think any game in the RE series comes as close to feeling as refined as an action game as like RE4, but
Because they got restarted 3 times.
yeah, but I guess for my money, I guess maybe RE8 you might enjoy, kinda, sorta, maybe not. Like again,
I'll think
Just
about
play Dead Space. If you want
Yeah,
more
yeah,
RE4, just go play Dead Space.
there we go. Play Dead Space 1 and 2.
it. I don't want to play
Actually,
Dead Space.
No, Dead Space is like pretty
Dead
much
Space
RE4
1 is
too.
like a masterpiece on the level of RE4.
Yes.
It's just like slightly like shorter.
I've
for
heard
me,
2
yeah.
is there a way to fix to the PC version of 2's problem
Yes.
where they
Yeah.
give you all the weapons at the start?
Oh yeah. There's
Good,
a link.
good, because
I can link it to you.
Doesn't make the game better, but
well, yeah, it does.
What I like 2 a lot. I think 2
No,
is way better than 1.
no, not having the weapons at all the one makes a game absolutely better, right? Difficulty curves are one of the
No,
most
but,
important
yeah.
parts in a game.
sure. I was more of a jab of like I'm not a huge fan of 2.
Oh dang. For me 2 is like For me, 2 is like, for me, RE4-2, in my opinion. That game is just so fucking bonkers, and
I will let
places
you
it
know
puts
when
you
I
in.
try the series, because I do plan on
Yeah, yeah.
streaming. Like those. Oh shit.
unironically, Eli, like, Dead Space 1 and 2 are closest to what, like, RE4
I want
was.
to. I don't think I've ever seen Andy play a horror game. That would be very fun.
Yeah, I'll probably do.
Andy, play Amnesia.
I want to actually
Play,
play Amnesia so I can know, is that game actually
Play
good or not?
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, play Luigi's Mansion.
I
I should play that
It's a
too.
horror
as well.
game.
What is it? Nightmare House 2? What is that?
Nightmare
Half-Life?
House.
mode?
Oh, yes, Nightmare House 2! Oh shit, yes, play Nightmare House 2, do it. That'd be so fucking funny.
Has anyone played Amnesia recently?
No.
Yes. Like a couple months ago. Like the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good?
The one,
Yeah, because that's a real
it's-
question.
it's fine. It's alright. But here's the thing, I'm very boomer brain about horror games. I like horror games with a survival mechanic on it, and it being kind of like a meh stealth game on top of that, well, like, it's kind of not my thing.
Well, my
But
big thing was
the
I haven't
atmosphere-
played Amnesia, but I had this realization while playing Outlast. Like, I was very
Yeah.
scared at the beginning of Outlast, like everybody is,
Hmm.
and I had this realization that like, because there's no way to fight back, and you're just running and hiding.
Yes.
Like, something clicked with me. I'm like, I am playing tag. This is
Yes.
literally this entire game is
Yes.
tag.
Yeah.
You'll feel the
With a bunch of
exact same
skins.
way about Amnesia, because that's
Yeah.
the blueprint. I mean, that game is the blueprint of most modern horror
Exactly.
games. A Machine for Pigs is interesting just because they do, I guess, some kind of weirdo. Not really. I'm not saying it's good or even great. Like narrative stuff. It's very on the nose. I mean, fucking
Yeah.
Machine for Pigs. I wonder what that's about. But
I didn't like
Okay, we've
Soma
hit
for this
almost
game.
2 hours, so.
Soma was just fucking boring. It felt like I was playing a visual novel that they made me like.
oh yeah,
hide.
it's dear Esther fun. Yeah. I will say though, the soundtrack to Machine for Pigs, I fucking do like. It's really goofy and really out there, like really crazy, like strings and orchestral stuff and choral and stuff. But yeah, that game is weird. But yeah, Amnesia 1 is like, it's a thing. Penumbra, their game series before that though, they're cool just because they're actual for real like physics.
You know
puzzle
what?
Games.
You know what? You know what I'll say is will be the first horror game I'll play on stream for you, Rai. I think
Yeah.
I'll play Condemned.
Yes.
Yes, let's fucking.
Because I like Monolith a lot. Not to be
Play
confused.
Fear.
Actually, you know what? I might
Not to
play
be
Fear
confused
first.
with the other monolith.
Yes, yes.
Fuck
No.
it, play Fear. then,
Did you ever
because-
see my 30-minute video essay on Condemned?
Oh.
The sole foray into video essay I will probably ever do.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
We need more video essayists.
Do we? I
Yeah.
feel like we got a
We
lot of them.
do.
I literally
I'm
went.
ru-
I
I'm-
literally I did it because I went. I love Condemned so much. It is doing so much so well, and every video essayist is a hack. So if I do not do this, either no one will talk about it, all the ways in which it's good, or they will talk about
That
them
game-
wrong.
And Xenoclash are like the only two games I can think of that do first-person, hand-to-hand combat well. That and Xenoclash. Like they are fucking fantastic for like.
You don't like Chivalry?
You've never played
I
Dark
mean, like,
Messiah
real-
of Might and Magic.
I don't remember much about Dark Messiah, but I just mean like hand-to-hand, like actual like fists to face kind of combat. Not like not with like swords and stuff like that. I know there's pipes in.
I was gonna
that,
say,
Well,
but-
see-
Condemned, there's no
see-
fists.
See, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Fists in
Isn't that-
first-person combat, who
Nope.
cares? Fists in first-person combat, who cares? The real important thing is, do you have a kick button?
Oh, yeah, of
Yes.
course.
And Condemned.
Oh,
The
it's-
Condemned kick is like maybe my favorite kick.
That's
any
that's
video
a,
game.
that's a because Arcane has a good kick. They have Dark Messiah, Might and Magic, and Deathloop also had a kick. And
No, the the Condemned kick is really funny because the way it's like animated, it just shoots out of your stomach like a pipe.
Yeah, like a fucking,
Yeah.
like. Oh man.
I am very
and then,
bad at
and then
video
Condemned
games.
2 happened, which has Condemned 2 has like like a handful of really crazy set pieces, but the rest of that game.
Everyone always talks about the bear. I played about an hour of Condemned 2.
I've heard the beginning is fine, and then the game gets worse and worse as you go.
Yeah, then they introduce guns. It's like, oh.
Which is funny because the gunplay in Condemned 1 is impeccable.
Yes.
Condemned 2 is after the Warner Brothers buyout, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because Monolith never really was because it
would
was
definitely
Condemned
recommend-
2 and then Fear 2 and 3, and then it was Shadow of Mordor, which honestly
how
is
much-
probably the best game they made under the pre.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I haven't played those. For me, my Monolith, the games I've played from Monolith are like Fear games, the first 2 Fear games, and 3, which was out of curiosity.
Okay, I've hit the first actual boss in
Oh, you hit Flagra? Oh.
Yeah, Jesus. Like all the others,
Oh.
I'm like, these are bosses? They're just like kind of like goofy little things in a room. And I walked in here and I went, oh my god.
The Fear games, Condemned, and rest in peace, the Nolan Lives Forever games.
Oh man, yeah, no, and Blood. Don't forget Blood.
And Blood, yeah, Blood is pretty good too.
Maybe forget Blood too. And I don't know if Shogo is actually good or not. It seems not good.
I've heard mixed things on it. It looks fucking roofy. I'll commend them on at least investing time and trying to make it
The
like,
best thing I can
a
say
big
about
ass weeaboo
Shogo.
game.
The best thing I can say about Shogo is that it is probably better than Oni.
Mhm.
Which, if you don't know, was the super Japanese anime-inspired game that Bungie made right before Halo.
Yeah. Before Halo.
For Max.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me to think
No,
that...
Marathon was for Max. Oni was for consoles.
Xbox, right? No? Or PS2? Or...
I think it was-
PS2, because it was
PS2
before
and
Halo.
maybe something
Because it
else.
was something the deal.
Oh, and Windows.
I confused that game with that one Capcom game with like... What's it called? PSO? What's it called again?
Project 3.
I think so, yeah. The one with like the same lady who plays Jill in the RE1 remake.
Jesus.
It's the same model, I think.
I'm trying.
What a weird game.
No, come over here, asshole. Thank you.
I will say though, I did say before that I didn't play much Nintendo games, but and honestly, I have the one series of Nintendo games I have played a lot of are the fucking Mario Party games. Which I don't know how y'all feel about
we
those
gotta
games.
get a Mario Party stream going.
What are y'all's thoughts on Mario Party?
Awful game.
Okay, I feel vindicated. Thank you.
They are bad games, but they are excellent social experiences.
Yes.
Of course. That seems like the case of it. Yes. I've seen people play it, and I'm like, bruh, this looks fucking terrible. But like, the vibe, like the people just the feel like this.
If you don't know what Mario Party is and you don't have friends to play it, watch the Giant
Of course.
Bomb streams.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Exactly that. Just Jeff
The jump
Gerstmann's-
rope game is maybe the greatest clip in the history of the internet.
Jeff Gerstmann's like reaction to Mario Party reflects how I feel about that series as well. It's like just utter disgust.
I have a
Just
lot of respect for
befuddlement.
Mario Party for like, because the thing is like about Mario Party is that like, yeah, it's rough, it's mediocre,
Yes.
but it's better than every other party minigame party collection that's
That's
ever
true.
been
I
made.
was gonna say, I had a much greater appreciation for Mario Party. Has anyone here played 100% Orange Juice?
Oh, I think I
have it,
own
but I
that.
haven't played it.
I own that, yeah.
I
That
have
game
so
is
many.
impeccable. Here's the thing. Like, it takes the like random cruelty of Mario Party that like is secretly under the hood of all those games and puts it right up front
Oh,
and center.
Wait, did I almost do the wall jump lid?
Yeah.
I'm
you
not
had
exaggerating
time-
when I say this. Everyone I've played 100% Orange Juice with, it's either one of the like favorite games or the game they have the most visceral hatred of ever.
If you had been able to time an A press well, you would have been able to jump back up.
That's what it looked like. I would also like to say, in terms of like party stuff, I'm very glad I never got into Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is fun.
It seems fun, but it's like the way like dying works in that game. and
I think battle royale games are a mind poison that is going to ruin a lot of people.
I agree. That being said, I hate to admit how much time I put into Fall Guys. Just because I have friends who also play Fall Guys. And I'm like, you know,
I
have a good
disagree.
time.
I'm a battle royale I'm a Fortnite defender, actually. More specifically, I'm not kidding.
How you feel about PUBG?
I never played it. Never
Dead
will.
fucking
I
game.
don't like
That's
all
the
the. I don't like
correct
most,
answer.
I'm not interested in playing most of the other
I'm
ones.
interested in Apex.
What if there was I was gonna say there's a Nintendo Battle Royale, but then they make one actually.
Yeah, they made Tetris, and then they made the
Tetris.
Mario one and deleted that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
you know, like,
Mario
yeah.
one?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
game.
It was
then
only
they-
up for a year for the anniversary.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then they brought out the Pac-Man one instead.
Which is
Lid,
apparently not
Lid,
good.
have you played Fortnite?
I have. I had some technical problems with it though. Is the main reason that I stopped.
Okay, because I was gonna say this is a very weird parallel I found, but like Fortnite's one of those games that like on almost to the level of Mario 64. It is simply just fun to move around in that.
I mean, I've seen enough
That's
Fortnite to know
fair.
that I respect it as a multiplayer thing, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, at this point, I've missed out on too much to join in, I feel like.
I felt the same way until I started playing it like a year or
I-
two ago.
I replayed it like a couple months ago. I was like, all right, let's see what this game has become since I played it like back around when it was like popping off. Like was it like 2018 around there? Right? like around there.
And there's like, what do you
And-
mean I can
and
do
then-
web slinging as Spider-Man?
And then my friend walked up to me and did the baby dance with fucking whatever fucking skin he had. I was like,
Shout out to the video of Cole dancing, doing the Doom dancing emote as Joker on the MLK.
And then after that happened, my fucking frame rate tanked to like fucking 40. Like, what the fuck is going on with the fucking performance of this game? I was like,
I
you,
will
think
say
it's you, like,
Fortnite
also,
does
like,
seem
having
very
problems with
cool
performance.
because you're literally looking at the highest budgeted thing
And
ever.
not only did I have technical problems with the game itself, most of the time
Yeah.
I don't even keep the Epic launcher up because I think it has a fucking memory leak or some shit.
Yeah,
I think so too. You're
it's
right.
a bad
yeah.
launcher. It's a bad launcher.
It auto triggers downloads and updates is my main problem.
What if Kirby but it's Battle Royale?
How? Okay.
No.
That'd be not.
You know what? Okay, Lynn, I'm gonna say something. What if, I think you could turn one of the random Kirby mini games into a battle royale, but I don't know which one.
What's the Kirby game? It's like golf or something. No, like it's like 2D.
Oh,
the Kirby mini game.
dude.
from
You know,
Wait.
hold on.
Battle Royale. Hold on, listen.
Wait.
$1 million idea. Battle Royale gourmet race.
No. Battle Royale City Trials.
Oh, that's... Lid, I'm mad.
just
You
need
know
to
why
make
I'm
it
mad?
right, too.
You know what? You just made me mad. You know why?
Hmm.
Because I remembered Smash Run is never going to be ported off the 3DS.
Oh, I don't like remembering these things.
But what was the game of that golf one again? Because I've seen clips of it,
Kirby's
it's
Dream
fucking
Course.
gorgeous. Dream Course?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game looks fucking.
You
beautiful.
just hit a brilliant idea, which is
It looks beautiful,
Neo
but playing
Turf
it is
Masters
awful.
Battle Royale.
Doesn't that play good?
What are you talking, man? We don't fucking golf is fine as it is. What
Well,
the
no,
hell?
well, specifically golf with 100 people. Like, you could turn golf into a battle royale very easily.
That would hurt.
That would hurt. That probably would hurt.
Lid, you just have an allergic reaction to the genre, so I don't really care
No,
about your...
I genuinely think golf is a particularly bad game for that style.
I don't know.
Hmm.
The important thing is Neo Turf Masters 2 should
It
exist.
already exists, by the way. It's called Golf with Your Friends, and
Oh,
it's
that's
plenty fun.
right. Yeah, I need to play that. I saw Zoe and Gondola playing that. That seems good. By the way, we need Neo Turf Masters 2. This is more important than anything else SNK does. If they can make fucking the Windjammers 2, they can make Neo Turf Masters 2.
Were they making Windjammers too?
They
Wasn't
they
Iron God
made
already
it.
out,
It's
isn't it?
out.
It's out. What the fuck? When?
Like a month ago, like a few weeks ago.
Windjammers too?
Yeah, it came out right before Legends Arceus.
What the fuck? Was it done by
SNK,
Galaxy?
yeah.
Galaxy? Oh
Yeah.
shit! What?
It's out. Yeah, you can play online.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Has anyone else besides me and Lid played Neo Turf Masters?
I have no idea what that is.
Is that part of the Xeno series?
No, that's
Like
that,
Xenogears?
that's the greatest. That's a golf game made by the Metal Slug developers.
That sounds
Oh,
cool
so
as
it's-
hell.
Oh,
What
it
the
is.
fuck?
It is. It's such a good game. I love it.
I gotta say, just random aside, falling down in Metroid Prime, like a high space, is one of the few times in a video game where it actually like gives me like an upset stomach as if I was falling.
Oh,
through
I
a-
know what I
Vertigo?
need to do now. I need to on the first.
I hate
and
to
then run.
admit, I really embarrassed to admit, the one game that has ever given me vertigo. It's a game I don't even play anymore. I even like anymore. It's fucking Apex Legends. I fucking like that game because it has no fucking fall damage. You just jump off from any fucking height, and when you do
Yeah,
it, it
I feel
happens.
like that didn't used to be a problem for me, but very like within the last like
Yeah,
couple years,
same
that's become a
here.
problem.
Yeah, I'm getting like weird vertigo out of like a bunch of like first-person games lately. I'm just getting old, maybe, I don't know. But But yeah.
I first noticed it in VR chat, which is like for obvious reasons. But
of course, yeah.
all right, in the magma
You know,
level.
You know
Oh,
what's
you're
like
about
a
to go to the best level of the
horrifying
game.
Where there's traverse back or caverns too often, in my opinion.
I think Metroid Prime's backtracking is honestly like top tier. Like I think they give you enough new abilities and stuff that there's always new
God damn it.
paths and new
See,
things
I
to find.
agree,
and,
but
and they change the enemy placements when you hit certain flags. So it's like I never feel like I'm.
see, I
really
agree,
doing
but there is
much.
one point which is like right after you beat Thardus, and you go back to, and then you have to go back to Fendrana to get the gravity suit. That's the one point in the game where I'm like, guys, you could have paced this out better.
Someone brought up feeling disoriented in VR chat, and something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. I've talked about this a little bit on my private account, but I kind of, sort of work in the video game industry now in a way.
Hmm.
Are you selling things on VR chat?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
I'm under NDA, but
Oh.
the one thing that has been like terrifying me lately is the idea that the first time I use a VR headset, it's going to be at work.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Huh.
it just-
Lid works for Meta now.
It
I was
just
gonna say.
Oh, thank God.
it just seems like just like such a stupid postmodern nightmare scenario.
Yeah,
The world's
is it,
greatest like life-changing invention, and you have to use it for like you're fucking to make a living.
Yeah.
Is it
Can't even enjoy it.
Alex 2?
Yes. I'm working on Half-Life Alyx 2.
dude.
And by that you mean for 2 months until Valve decides to work on
Yeah.
a different game
Yeah,
instead.
I may as well be working on Half-Life Alyx 2 by Valve standards.
It's so fucked how bad that company is run. But it does.
Yeah,
I will
they
give them
dropped
credit
that
where
game.
credit is due. The Steam Deck seems cool. Let's hope they can keep supporting it for once.
Yeah, I know. They still support the Steam Link, right?
Do they?
So,
I mean, they kind of do
I-
actually, but not really. No, they have
I-
update.
I have a Steam Link.
Me
Do
too.
they still
And-
support the Steam controller?
The thing with the Steam Link is, I don't know, like, do they really need to, quote-unquote, support it? You know?
Well, this I feel like
Okay.
they do need to support the Steam Deck more than a lot of things.
Well, yeah, but
Of course,
no,
yeah,
no, like, I
yeah.
mean, like, in a technical sense, like, what do they need to do to the Steam Link? It's just sending it's just sending video and input over
think-
LAN.
The updates they do on for the Steam Link machine are just updates that the default Steam like streaming service on Steam, it gets the same things as what you'd be getting on your normal Steam client. That's what I'm
Yeah.
assuming, because that's what the fucking Steam Link is. It's just a fucking box for that one service, which is now you can just do it on your computer now. Like it's like part of Steam now.
Man.
But what's funny about the Steam Link is that you can add, I think it's called Moonlight or something, like a third party like app on it, and it becomes just an actual really good streaming like box, but like a cloud streaming place. But yeah, Steam Link was fucking it came in and out. It's like $5 now, I think, or $15. I don't even
It
know.
was. I don't think you can get it anymore, but yeah,
Yeah.
both the Steam Link and the Steam controller I picked up for
Steam
$5.
The Steam controller was like, what the fuck happened with that? That had, like,
do
actually
you
looked like a good
mean?
idea, to be honest. Like, it actually looked like, did people ever buy it? Like, was it
Someone
big
must
for a
have.
moment?
Well,
I
see,
don't think
I
it
don't
was
know.
ever.
Lid, you
big.
bought it.
I bought
yeah,
it for
you bought it.
$5 when they liquidated it.
Okay,
Oh no,
that counts.
that counts.
Yeah, for $5, it's weird and cool. For 50 or 60 or whatever they were charging, fuck that.
Is it actually solid for like? I guess they were advertising like RTS games.
Yeah, the only game I've ever like spent any meaningful amount of time with it is Black Mesa.
Huh? Okay.
Was it good on Black Mesa?
It was fine.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a minor question and then a question that'll cause a huge fucking debate.
Oh no.
Anarcha. Is Anarcho here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm playing the
Okay.
game. What do you mean I'm here?
In Metroid Prime, should I be walking around scanning everything?
Okay, so
No.
that technically count. I think yes. I think it does count towards 100% completion.
Yes, it does.
Um,
It does, but don't do it
Thank-
because it's not good.
I forget.
I would say scan
see.
some things.
Let me see. Okay, let me
Yeah.
ask this. Well, scan all the lore stuff. Because that's
Actually,
great.
I was gonna say the opposite. Scan all the gameplay stuff so that you can intuit what types of materials can be broken by what weapons.
That's really what I've been doing. Like, if I run into a boss or something that doesn't die the minute I shoot it, I scan it. But aside from that, I kind of forget to. When I played Metroid Prime Hunters as a kid, I think I scanned like every fucking thing in that game.
Because a lot of the objects in that game, they won't. If you scan them, they won't tell you you can break this with a missile,
So,
but it
what
will.
you-
It will tell you this is made of carbon.
So what you get for beating the game 100%, which includes all saves, is essentially the true ending, which is just a teaser for 2.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay,
Now,
cool.
The other question.
Yeah,
What's the
so
evil
I
question?
will say we're going for 100% item completion is worth it.
Andy, you might disagree with me. I
might.
In terms of Retro Studios games, I like the Metroid Prime games, but I like their Donkey Kong Country games.
Oh no, we're having this discussion.
I have not played Tropical Freeze. I think Returns is decent. That's my... But Lid fucking... Because we were talking about it today, and
I just streamed Donkey Kong Country yesterday.
that's one of Lid's babies, and I think Returns is cool, but it's weird because we were talking about Lid, and it's like it's a 2D platformer with mechanics from a 3D platformer, and it's not necessarily bad, but it is weird. I still think
What
it's
exactly are you referring to?
the fact that
It-
your
the
roll
way
is
that the
is a long jump.
The way that the momentum works, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
it's not snappy enough for a 2D game.
I would disagree with that, but it plays like like the Crash Bandicoot GBA games, kind of. If you
Damn.
I like how they play a lot more than the SNES games.
No, because here's the thing. The best part of the SNES is the thing they fucked up the most in the retro games, which is chain rolling.
Yes.
I don't like chain rolling in the SNES games. I think it feels weird, and I've never like I like those
okay.
games. I
Here's
think
the
they're
thing.
good,
Here's the
but-
thing. The first game's rolls are the best. Even by the second game, they had already started messing them up.
I think 2
But
has
by-
real solid rolls as Diddy.
But it's different. They changed the way that the speed and the animation works.
Shut the
It's
fuck
not
up.
the same. And by Returns, it's just like, man, like they changed that, and then they changed like there's so many more.
So, my
If-
opinion.
I feel the complete opposite way in that Tropical Freeze is my favorite platformer.
So
the
my
roll
opinion
mechanic in
on
the retro
Donkey
games
Kong
are my
Country
favorite
Returns
mechanics in
as my
platformer.
opinion on Donkey Kong Returns, because I haven't played Tropical Freeze yet, because I've just
Okay.
been I've just been I haven't even bought that game and I missed out on it, and I'm gonna play it sometime soon. But is that
Okay.
like I said this to Lid? It's like because I was playing Summer Returns yesterday. I finished World 1 of it recently. It's like if Sonic 4 Episode 1 was a good video game. Like, in the sense of, it is a game that is aesthetically calling back to the old style and and knows what people have nostalgia for, but plays nothing like it. But it's still a good game at the end of the
Like,
day.
it's fine. I don't think it's a bad game. It's just not at all what I go
Yes,
to
that's
Donkey
the
Kong
thing.
Country
It is.
for.
I like Returns, but it is, I think, unquestionably the most different one mainline Nintendo platformer has ever controlled than another. Like, even Mario did, like, still feels like a core Mario, where this feels like a different, like, it's very obvious a different team made those games. Even if
Oh,
I do
obviously,
like them.
but
Also,
I
fuck
just-
not
I
having.
It is
Fuck.
different, and I can appreciate that if what Rare does, which I still think is, those games are great. I'm not saying that they aren't. If that is for you, like the peak, I can see why.
I still have
the way
not played
that Retro
Tropical
did
Freeze again.
It isn't for you, but I like those not only more than the Prime games, but more than the original.
See, my position is
maybe not Return to Tropical Freeze. Definitely.
My real thing with Donkey Kong is, can I have Donkey Kong 94-3, please? Well, actually, they did make that lid. You know what I'm about to say. They did make it as.
Do I?
Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker is Donkey Kong 94-3.
I guess if you want to go that route,
Treasure Tracker's
it's
fun.
good enough to be, but I don't think it's like I don't think it's
Well, because it's
That's a very different
it's a Mario game, and it's a game in the Mario universe where you go through small little puzzle areas and stuff.
you can't jump.
That's true. That's the big difference. But it's the closest we've gotten. It's
Another key question about Metroid Prime. I need to know.
yeah.
Am I going to? Is it required or like needed for like bonuses and stuff to do the morph ball triple jump?
I think it's. I
There's
don't
a
know if they
couple.
ever mandate. Yeah, there's a couple where you gotta.
I think there's an E-tank and a side.
Did you bind
section where
Spring
you
Ball
have
to a button? Did you buy Spring Ball to a button, Rye?
What do you mean, spring ball?
Where you can, because in the trilogy release, you can flick the Wiimote to do essentially a single bomb jump. I don't know if you have that set up in your control scheme.
I mean, by single bomb jump, you mean just like placing a bomb and waiting?
Yeah, something you can flick it up the Wiimote to do a jump that is the height you get from doing a single bomb jump.
Oh no, I've just been doing bomb jumps.
I mean, that's still fine. You can still get away with it, but that is.
There's not a binding that lets you do the 3 bomb double jump, is there?
There's some E-tanks that require that, I think.
My thoughts on Donkey
But
Kong.
there's no like macro for it.
My
No,
thoughts on
you're
That's
right.
fine. That's fine. That would be cheating to me.
He says,
That's another thing that totally. Man.
Wait, what?
Why did we
Donkey
get
Kong?
on? Why did
Wait,
we
what?
get? Why did we get on the subject of Donkey Kong? God
Wait,
damn
I
it.
was just fucking around. I don't know anything about Donkey Kong. What was
After, so like, why is it that in those first 3 platformers on the Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong and all the other monkeys sound like monkeys, and then Donkey Kong 64 ruined it by making them just sound like weird people, and they kept doing that. They never,
Oh, you
they
know
don't
what's
sound
much
like
worse for
monkeys
that?
anymore.
Yoshi.
See,
Hmm?
I thought you were gonna bring up a different complaint, which is you don't like the. Well, see, I'm a freak who likes the voices in the Mario Advance games, so.
They're fine.
I bet you.
I like when Mario says,
I hate
"Lucky."
these. I hate this new Donkey Kong. He has no style. He has no grace.
It's true.
If I could start a huge argument,
Yeah, what was the question you were gonna make?
Oh yeah. So I've never played Half-Life 1. Should I play Half-Life 1 or Black Mesa? First?
Half-Life.
okay. My question
Go ahead,
is, do you want to play the DLCs?
Half-Life 1 had DLCs.
Yeah.
Yes, Blue Shift
Yes.
and Opposing Force.
I don't
One
know
of
what.
them was good.
Should
One of
I?
them was
What? Tell me about them.
You should play the first one and not the second one.
Yes, correct.
Fun fact: they were made by
Uh,
Gear. They were the first games Gearbox ever made.
Yeah.
I would say if you are going to play,
Oh, so
the
they were
DL
always Reddit.
yeah.
Jesus, yes.
I would say if you're going to play the DLCs, play the original. If you're not, Black Mesa is a flat out improvement in every regard.
I'd say
I've heard like the end section of 1 is worse
Yeah.
than Black Mesa.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's worse and it's much shorter. Black Mesa, they did a lot to expand on it. I don't think Half-Life 1's final chapters are too bad. The main thing is when I played it, I actually soft locked on one of the bosses.
Oh,
I didn't
no,
know.
which one?
Gonarch, the
Oh.
spider
Oh, really? Oh,
with,
fuck,
with
really?
the ball sack.
Was it on the original version or like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one?
the original.
Huh. Weird. Fuck. Yeah, I would say, my opinion on that would be like, this is like with most media and art in general, like, if I would always be like, hey, check out the original just to see how, it's a piece of history, I guess, even if it's not perfect. Like, the Zen levels in that game are
Yeah, no.
not
Half-Life
good.
1
They,
is.
they are fucking...
You should at least try Half-Life 1
Of
before
course.
you play Black Mesa. At
And
minimum.
my thoughts on Black Mesa is, fun enough, in terms of everything else, like, they even outdo some of even Valve's own, like, in terms of, like, sense of atmosphere and style and everything.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, though, I'm in the camp that even though the reimagining of Zen looks fairly gorgeous for the most part, it's still legit the least compelling part of that whole game still.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
I still haven't beaten it.
Yeah, like, it also feels way too long. Like, I commend them trying to make it an actual thing, like its own act, pretty much. But, like, it still feels like way too overlong of a moment, and then the original game was really bad. And what they do change doesn't feel substantive enough for it to, like, feel that impactful.
And
but-
also, it
yeah.
came out like 8 years after the rest of the mod.
Yes, yes it did. That mod is fucking old. Holy shit. But yeah, like Half-Life 1 original, try it out. I'd say play at least until Zen, or at least until you feel like you've seen
Yeah,
enough.
Half-Life is on a list of like 20 to 25 games that like you have to try. Like, come on.
I think and then after that, Half-Life 2, it's pretty good. It's alright. I liked Episode 1 is okay. For me, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 was fucking. For me, it's short and sweet. That one.
Yeah,
was
everyone
favorite of
seems
them
to. From the consensus I've heard, is that Episode 2 is the best thing about Half-Life 2,
Yes.
which is
And-
fucking funny considering where it ends.
I
Yeah,
I think the base game is the best part, but that's just me.
I think
Yeah.
also everyone seems to agree that Episode 1 is the weakest part of Half-Life 2.
I mean, it has its moments, but a lot of it is just welcome back to City 17.
My reservations about this Half-Life series in general is because even more boomer brain. Like for me, the best shooter of all time is fucking Quake 1. Just like the single player. Even though it's all fucking weird faults and everything.
Them's fighting words.
I know,
them-
I know. Like Doom 1 is great, obviously. Like OG.
Well, no,
Doom.
it's not even that. It's just like I feel like kind of the same way about Quake 1 that I do about Mario 64. Well, my opinion on Quake 1 is very straightforward. It's a real cool episode and a half to 2 episodes of a game. But
That's
why?
fair.
But it is 4 episodes, and that game does not have enough content to justify
Yeah.
being 4 episodes. It doesn't have enough
Yeah.
enemies, doesn't have enough weapons, and it
Uh-huh.
sure as shit doesn't have enough boss fights.
Well, I mention it because like that's why I for me those kind of like old Doom, I guess Doom clones or whatever are like my kind of a style for like shooters, and having,
Every
was a bit
time
too,
I
like-
look at Quake 2, I wonder, am I going to be the contrarian asshole that likes that game more? I will let you.
Game.
I will let you know when that remaster comes out. Not until
Hopefully
then.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
I would be shocked
happy
if
with
we didn't get
the-
it by the end of the year. There's no way.
I'm
that-
happy with like I did with like the first one, like the Quake 1 remaster. It was really good.
Yeah, no. Like again,
yeah, for-
I get why people are like Quake is my favorite shooter, but no.
I feel you. Yeah, it's for me just the atmosphere and everything, and the music, and
You know what I think is, without question, the like classic '90s shooter in quotes that I consider to be like without question the worst.
the worst. Can I make a guess?
Sure.
You said the worst, right? Like
The
dog shit,
one that I like
bad.
to see the least value in.
But it's like a popular though.
Yeah, it's popular. It's not just some
Duke
some
Nukem?
dodge trash. No, it's not Duke Nukem. You're close though. It's Shadow Warrior 1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because here's the thing.
I know
It's
Duke
not
Nukem
just
kinda
that it's
weird.
racist. If it was just
of course, yeah.
racist, it'd be like whatever.
Yeah.
but it also. So here's the thing: Duke Nukem.
Andy says I can excuse racism.
Well, no,
You
it's,
heard here, folks.
Listen, we've been new.
We can, headline news: Andy says I can forgive the anti-Asian racism.
well, no, because it's like it's
But the
'cause that's-
gunplay.
well, no.
I mean, come on.
well, okay. The reason what I was bringing up with that is that like that's the obvious criticism of that game.
Of course, yes.
That's the
what I mean.
thing you look at and then you go, fuck. But even if you
Yeah.
can get past that, like, it's still because the
very
thing about
metagame.
like Blood and Duke Nukem and Outlaws and even Dark Forces, like a lot of the build styled, even yes, I know the LucasArts ones weren't on build. Shut up.
Yeah.
Is that like they all had arsenals that felt like a sense. None of the ninja weapons you use in Shadow Warrior 1 are good. You just mostly use the explosive weapons.
Yeah.
And also, all of the enemies are bullshit and can do way too much damage, and have too much health and are bad.
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior 1, I think, is a bad
I should also say the reboot series. I'm also no fuck with it. As
One
much as-
seems okay. I'm excited to see what they 3, but I don't know why they made 2 a looter.
Two?
A Schluter.
Two was
Schluter.
fucking. Two was fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, they literally added
Oh.
Borderlands loot in.
Why the fuck did they do that? Like, it's dumb. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of reserved about Half-Life. But yeah, I would say.
Did
try
you
out
see
Half-Life
that
1
lid?
more.
I jumped up into the bullet bill after
Mm.
landing.
Now, my question to y'all actually is, since this is a Nintendo stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously you said for Kirby, it was Ultra. What's it called again?
Superstar Ultra.
Is like a good way to start off.
Yes.
And for
Because
Mario,
and a lot of people tell you Ultra, so I think
yeah, and
see which one looks more interesting.
yeah, of course. And for like, what was it again for RPG Mario games? Was it
and
Let's start at
Mario
Super Mario
RPG,
RPG,
Superstar Saga, and Paper Mario 1 are all.
Yeah, yeah.
Just pick any
With
of
the
those.
Mario RPG, honest to God, it's more a matter of knowing which ones to avoid than which ones to
Yeah,
play.
ain't that the fucking truth? Although I will say, I
Um,
think you should at least play Superstar Saga before you play Bowser's Inside Story.
okay, all right.
Oh yeah, for each.
Yeah,
series
for
of the
each
RPG,
series,
play them
start
in
with the first one, but you can pick any of like Mario RPG, Paper Mario, and Superstar Saga, and start with whichever one you like.
So on the subject of
How long
of
have I been
Nintendo
streaming
games,
this?
I was gonna say like how for we had the fucking Donkey Kong argument, but like
Yeah.
what would y'all say like a good like starting off point for Donkey Kong?
DKC 1's a fun. Either DKC 1's or Returns are both fine places to start.
Okay. I heard is Tropical Freeze one of the newer ones?
Well,
Tropical
yes, it's
Freeze
the
is the
newest
newest.
one by
I've
2014.
heard those are like fucking brutal, like super hard.
Oh yeah, they're hard ass games. Every Donkey Kong Country is
It was
hard.
the hardest one.
like okay, I'm working on an essay on Donkey Kong Country 1 right now. So this game that Andy's playing,
Yes.
what do you
His
think
baby.
is what do you think is the first level that you have to run to beat?
One in Mario 1, like this game?
Yeah, in this game.
Just the original first level? Like,
No, you don't have to hold. No.
The,
what do you
the-
mean?
The first, because in order to run, you have to hold down a button,
Of course, yeah.
like in addition to the direction.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
What level do you think is the first one where you have to build up speed in order to
Oh, I've
Is it the final level?
beat it? No, it's I believe it's 4-3.
Damn.
In Donkey Kong Country, the original,
yes.
the first level that you have to run to beat is halfway through World 2 of 6.
Yeah, DKC 1. Every Donkey Kong Country game is hard.
Like the,
Oh, you
the,
mean
the
like to beat the timer? You mean?
Oh, also,
no, like there is a jump somewhere in the level that if you don't have enough
Oh.
if you don't have enough
I
speed,
see.
you won't make it.
You'll make it. Oh fuck.
So like the difficulty curve is like twice as steep and twice as fast as the average Mario game, basically.
Damn.
And DKC 1 is a lot lot easier than DKC2.
Generally speaking, I would say yes, but the hardest parts of, by far, the biggest spikes in difficulty in DKC2 are when they have you play as characters that aren't the monkeys.
DK. Oh, not what?
DK is not in 2 or 3 at all.
Well, yes, he is. He's kidnapped.
He is in
He's
the
not
plot,
playable.
but you do not play as him.
No.
Huh. Huh.
You
I-
play
I
as
had no idea.
you play
Yeah,
as
as
Diddy, Dixie, and
DKC2, you
Katie.
play as 2 good characters, and then DKC3,
Yes.
you play as 1 good character.
Hey, don't shit on Dixie like that.
DKC2, I like playing as the snake and the spider and of course
Fun.
Guard. Squawks, I hate playing as Squawks.
Okay, the important thing to understand about Squawks is that holding down the run button and pressing the D-pad in the direction that you want to go is
I
way
am-
more important than they tell you it is.
I am genuinely surprised that there were characters in 2 that were not just Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no. It's very
Weird.
yeah.
You said it's like a spider? What the fuck?
Yeah, a spider who
The
wears
animal
sneakers.
buddies. You know.
Huh.
All
Do
right.
you play as K. Rool or whatever?
No,
Or is
you
that-
No,
never-
he's the villain in all of them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, rule in the Kremlins. Who
Wait,
have
who's the bad guy in Kirby again? Is it the penguin? King Dedede? Whatever his name
There
No,
are
that's
many
Kirby.
bad guys. There are
is.
many.
Kirby,
There are many bad guys in Kirby.
So DDD was the bad guy of the first game, but then every game after it, it's Lovecraftian monsters.
Oh, sick! Hell yeah.
Well, except for
Yeah,
Squeak
in
Squad, where
DDD,
it's
you
it's a
still
band of
fight him, but he's
thieves,
like-
and then
he's
it's a
like-
Lovecraftian monster.
What'd you say, Eli, again? One more time?
You still fight DDD in most games, but
yeah,
he's not like under his own influence. He's being possessed.
Kirby literally wakes up.
He's possessed.
yeah.
Well, more
Jenny,
specifically,
Jenny,
like
fine.
it always feels like Kirby wakes up and he's like, "Oh no, I gotta save the world again. I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna stretch out by going and kicking DDD's ass."
Oh, is he like the punch?
That's
bag
literally
after a
what
while?
happens in Squeak Squad. That's the most blatant
Isn't
example.
there always like a giant tree boss and all?
Yeah,
that?
that's the
Yeah.
first one. That's Wispy
Usually.
Woods.
Wispy
Not,
Woods.
not always, but most of them. Yeah.
Wispy
If-
Woods is a classic.
If it's not him, it's usually a boss that is
Basically,
functionally
him.
identical.
Like sometimes instead of a tree, it's a brick wall.
Does he have a lore also? Does the tree man have a lore?
No, he doesn't have much lore. There's not much Wispy lore I can think of.
Okay, I see.
He probably has
He
more
does
lore
in the
the
anime.
show. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, most things are in the anime except for the, well, only the Lovecraftian monster in the show is the one with the ball sack for a face.
I'm thinking about the tree mutant in fucking Fallout 3. Was it Fallout 3 or New Vegas? I forget
Yeah.
one.
Great.
The 3, yeah.
All right, so here's some Kirby lore. All right, so do you know Meta Knight? Have you seen him before?
Of course, he's funnily enough the only character in Smash that I would say was, I guess, kind of sort of my main. When I play as
Oh
Smash.
yeah,
So
oh
Meta
yeah.
Knight has a counterpart named Galactonite, who is
Okay.
super boss
He's
in
actually a
the newer
skin
games.
in Smash.
Yeah, he's a skin in Smash.
No, well, you're
and-
you're skipping some steps here, but I get it.
Well, yeah, because I could go into it, but I don't want to. Like
No,
that.
don't go it. Go ahead.
But yeah, and then in Star Allies, he fuses with a butterfly to become Morpho Knight.
And there's
There's
also
lore about
Dark
him.
Meta Knight, who is Meta Knight from the mirror dimension.
Dark Meta Knight is so cool.
Whenever in general, whenever I hear character but is dark, I can't not laugh because that's
Yeah, no.
always in video games that'll eternally always be the most funniest like edgy thing you could do, I guess. I don't know if it's edgy in Kirby, but you know what I mean. Like
Dark
just having
Meta Knight is pretty edgy.
Dark Meta Knight, Dark was it Jax we were talking about before?
Dark
Whatever the fuck
Daxter.
Daxter, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but unlike Dark Daxter, Dark Meta Knight is cool.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Dark Meta Knight.
Dark Meta Knight is so fucking cool.
Lid's just he's rushing to hide his 8-year-old Dark Meta Knight fanfiction.
Totally.
I need to see a cutscene of Dark Meta Knight loading an Uzi.
Oh,
Could you imagine?
That was like that's such a. I have again, Sonic, not a familiar, but Fade in from Black, Dark Sky, fucking gloved hand, Uzi, gun magazine is like the most amazing way to open a
Yeah, I
fucking
know
video
that
game.
It's awful. It's so bad.
It looks awful, but like that opening cutscene.
Oh, it's
is
very
so
funny.
hilarious.
It's very funny. It's
so-
also very funny when you play that cutscene against other random metal music, and it mostly fits. God damn it! All right, okay.
Is that the one where like the president like reminisces on his like love
Yeah,
affair
'cause-
with
'cause-
Shadow or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, because the president of the United States was an important character in the previous game too.
Well, the game before the previous game, but yes. Also, it's very lit. I'm gonna ask you a question. See, you know how the president has a picture of Sonic and Shadow on his desk?
Yes.
When did he take that picture?
Shut up.
Okay.
Because the ending of Sonic Adventure 2 is Shadow falling to the earth, dying, and then like the game he comes back because of course, because he's popular, so you can't keep him dead. That's how franchise shit works. But like he has been back for maybe like a month by the events of the game when he has the picture. So it's like when did we get that?
Look, man, what year does the Sonic universe take place? Is it the future, kind of?
Don't get me started on this.
They have their universes.
There
written
are
up
at
Photoshop.
least
You got his
5
PR
different
team.
Sonic continuities, and sometimes they switch back and forth, and it is frustrating, and sometimes they're Europe or Japanese exclusive. It's,
President.
Andy, who's your
just
favorite
got his-
Sonic character?
my favorite Sonic character, that would be Metal Sonic.
Gotcha.
Is it
My
really?
favorite Sonic character is Tails.
Tails is pretty
I was gonna
good.
say I kind of really like. It's either Tails or Silver.
Sonic is such a strange like franchise or series to me because like at its most basic the designs are really solid, but like I don't know, man, the way they're expressed and I guess portrayed in some games is just flabbergasting to me. It's
Yeah,
just,
not all Sonic games
so
have
awful.
equally good art direction.
like I don't know if y'all feel what y'all's feelings are about what's it called, Sonic Mania, the one that was like
I just gotta say real quick, even
Yeah,
with
go ahead.
save states, Andy is still on 8-2.
Look, man, I swear I'm trying. I'm trying really hard.
I didn't want to mention the fact I was seeing the save states icon in the lower corner, but I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, it's true. Yes.
This level's hard as shit. I'm sorry. I remember
That's
as
fine.
a kid, when I tried to beat Mario 1 for the first time, I got stuck here, and then I turned the game off, and I didn't try and beat Mario 1 for like a fucking at least 5 years.
Kid Andy would be very happy that you have save states at least. But yeah, like
What about Mania?
oh yeah, like I've seen like that one. Oh, this is like the opening, like the anime-esque like opening.
Yeah, that's
And
really
those
good.
characters look fucking
That's
fantastic.
'cause that's drawn by-
please.
I'm trying here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really
And I'm like
am.
stunned like how like they can't capture that kind of feeling.
Well, that's because Tyson Hesse he drew that. He also was the guy who did the redesigns for the movie. Tyson's
really?
Yeah, Sonic literally can't get it right without fan involvement.
Yeah, and also like even like is always like a weird like I don't know. I feel like Sonic should be something that shouldn't be difficult to execute and to really.
Oh no,
You
You know
Sonic
what?
really-
You know what I will say about Shadow the Hedgehog and shit like that.
Yes. What's up?
As like funny and cringe as it is in retrospect,
Uh-huh.
that was probably the last time that Sega really had their finger on the pulse of the zeitgeist.
Of course, that was like early 2000s, right?
Yeah, because even though, like, yes, it is dumb and cringe, like, that is exactly what we were all into at the time.
That was a product of its time, yeah, like new metal, whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, colors, there's still a little bit where, like, okay, they get what the kids are into.
and
but then
Generations is
ever
just
since then,
here's a cool callback.
I feel like they've honestly kind of been, like, pandering to the adult nostalgic fans a little
Yes,
too
it
much.
seems like yeah, it does seem like that, yeah.
Yeah, Lost World. Well, Sonic 4 is the first real start, but that was because that game was a shitty mobile game that they decided to call Sonic 4 and port to consoles.
You went too fast, you despawned it.
He's
I
using
know.
save states. I don't think he needs it anyway.
Well, no, I'm just using Yeah, that's true. Jesus.
Of course he needs it. If he fucks up, he'll have to go do 8-1 again.
No, I saved. The thing is, I set up the save state at the start of 8 too.
Oh, wow. You're like a double hack.
If you beat 8-2, save at the start of 8-3.
Oh, I am. That's the plan. Is I'm gonna save state at the start of 11.
What's great is there's a delay on the stream, so
we heard like
we
something
heard anger
crash.
before we saw
That
failure.
was me pounding on my arm, on the arm on my chair, in just.
Just a random, just throwing this out there out of curiosity. Has anyone here played? This is gonna be a random question. Has anyone here played the video game adaptation of Peter Jackson's King Kong?
I've heard good things, but I've not played it. How long have the
Oh,
stream been
okay.
fucking going? How long is? Because I kind of got shit to do early morning, so I might have
Oh,
to.
okay.
I might have to start getting a little more egregious with save states. I'm sorry, man.
You know what game
I am
was playing right
genuinely
before
trying.
I-
This game is hard. This game is World
This is a
8.
game for babies.
Shut
Go
up.
ahead.
So right before I got KOF 15, the game I was playing is Punch Out for Wii. I'm letting it on Dolphin.
That game's.
That game's really
Oh.
fun.
Oh, that game's cool.
I've heard good things.
I'd never played it before. It's really good.
It's the best Punch Out, probably.
I gotta get back to it.
Yeah, you're right. I should probably put that on the list. I have a fucking huge ass list of games I'm not playing.
Narco.
Yeah,
I'm.
my
Look, man. I'm
here's my list
trying.
of
I
Wii
really
and
am.
GameCube games. Come on, game.
Narco, it might be Betty Boo time.
Look,
You good, Anthony?
no, I am not good. I am.
So, if y'all want to add anything to my list of GameCube and Wii games, okay, right now I have like F-Zero GX. This is from friends of mine who've recommended me these games to play.
Oh, that's.
F-Zero GX, Custom Robo, Luigi's Mansion, Mario 34,
Yep.
both Pikmin games.
Yep. Star
Both-
Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader.
It's on there, yeah. Time Splitters 1 and 2, Chibi Robo, Billy Hatcher.
Yes.
Bob's
Maybe don't
Adventure.
play that one.
Play Billy Hatcher.
Maybe don't play Billy Hatcher.
Play it.
No? Bonk's Adventure,
Play it.
There was a Bonk game
Def
on
Jam.
GameCube.
Rayman 3. I've played Rayman 3. Kororimpa Marble Mania. Sin and Punishment 2? What the fuck?
Yeah. That game's great.
Yeah.
Sin and Punishment Star Successor is great.
Why am I confusing it with the fucking that one Source game? What's it called again? With the big boobs, lady.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Hold on. Source games. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
I don't. I'm
I
sorry.
have what?
What's it called again?
Good
Sin
question.
episodes. Sin episodes. Sin episodes. Remember that? No? Anyone?
No.
It's like this weird third-party developed, like one of the early Source games that was not made by like Valve, and it's most famous because it opens with you waking up and this woman, this very buxom woman with like Source physics, boob physics, like
Oh God.
and
I think this is like a
Source
porn game you
physics.
played once and
I-
thought was like a real thing.
All right, all right.
It's
We're doing mid-level checkpoints. I got shit to do. I'm
it's
sorry.
right there.
God, someone in chat asked if you were talking about Hey D.
80.
Why can't I see? Oh, okay, Haiti. Yes.
I
Is
don't know what
Haiti
is.
like just?
Is
Is
it?
Haiti just Portal for horny people?
I
I
think
never
that
learned
is-
anything about the game.
I think that is
Like
the
literally, if you type in YouTube like Sin episodes, you'll probably see either the literal first image of the game, which is you waking up and you see this woman on like just looking at you on like this table, I guess, in first person with her fucking boobs out, or this random flashback sequence.
this looks terrible.
It looks fucking dog shit. Or this random flashback you have in a car where you see that same woman with like scantily clad like bikini
Isn't
and
it
like a what's up?
Doesn't it play like kind of like a Tomb Raider kind of thing where there's a lot of like wall climbing and stuff?
No, it's a first person
No, that's-
shooter. It plays like fucking Soldier of Fortune, I think.
Hey D is like that.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about. Haiti.
Oh, okay.
It's
I have no idea what
it's
Hades is.
it's that kind of platformer specifically so that they can put the character in all kinds of compromising positions as she climbs.
Is it a well-designed? Because obviously I can't play that game on fucking Twitch,
Oh,
and I'm not
no.
buying that game.
No, it's shit. Why would you assume otherwise?
I was
So, yes.
curious.
Going back to the list, Sin and Punishment 2, Rodea the Sky Soldier, and Epic Yarn. I'm assuming that's Kirby, right? Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Is that- yeah, it looks cute.
Wait, hold on. They have Haiti too?
What?
no.
Well, they have Honey Pop too. Fun fact.
Let me look this up.
Fun fact. Cole swears by
Haiti
Honey
2 came out on Steam like 3 months ago.
No.
No,
wait.
wait. 2020.
Shut up, Lid.
What the fuck?
Oh, I think I've seen like on Twitter people talking about this game. Yeah.
So on your list, I'd say, and maybe I missed it already, but put Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Yes.
Maybe
Twilight
not
Princess.
Skyward Sword.
Twilight Princess is a must.
That's Lid's
Wind
favorite
Waker
Oh
song.
yeah,
is
I've
also
heard
a must,
Skyward
but-
Sword was like the not good one.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I think that might be the only Zelda game I've actually
Oh, thank
played
God.
for-
Okay.
because I played like the demo at a Best Buy back when it was released.
Took like an hour, but you finally did it.
Yeah, with save states.
Sure.
I kept getting like 2/3 of the way through, and fuck it. I gotta go to bed. Sorry. So
Twilight Princess, right? Yeah.
we're
Yes.
save scumming.
Yeah, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are great. You should play them. Skyward Sword, maybe not. I don't
Okay.
like that game.
Didn't it get a Switch re-release or something?
Yeah,
did.
and it's
It's not worth it.
it's probably better, but it's not $60 better.
Oh, it's still out for.
Yeah, I've heard like it does mostly everything you would want a remaster of Skyward Sword to do. That's not like a full remake.
Except they put fast travel on an amiibo.
Yeah.
They did that.
That's funny. That's really fun.
Okay, come on.
You have to buy fast travel like separately.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, no, you would
don't
have
have
to,
to buy it.
but you can't.
Oh my
because
God, I
amiibos
beat
are
World
rare
Fight 8.
collectibles.
I beat 8-3 my first fucking try. Can we get?
Oh yeah.
Let's get.
Yeah,
some
but you only got
cards in
400 on the
chat.
flagpole.
I don't fucking care. All right.
Oh, yeah, they're on the list now.
By the way, I do like how this game kind of ends like with the final castle level and outside instead of the treetop level. So I have no idea what the rat is in this game. I'm gonna be honest. I have no fucking idea how this castle works.
I'm trying to think of horror games you should probably play on stream.
Yep.
Definitely not Silent Hill 2, not because it's a bad game, but like, I mean, come on. I always feel weird when I ever see like people stream Silent Hill 2. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. So Andy, you put on your like want to play on stream list Phoenix Wright. You don't think that game's very good to play on stream.
I think there's a lot of I've seen streamers that like play. I think we can like laugh at the characters and stuff. But maybe you're right. I don't know.
And it
It's
is,
a great
so
game to
intense.
play.
Have you played it before?
It's a great game to play on stream if you've never played it before.
I have
You're
played the
playing
first
with-
one, but I've never played any of the sequels. And I don't think I finished the exclusive case, the DS.
I mean, I don't think.
Oh,
it would
the
be
DS
good, like,
case, the exclusive one is like the best case in the whole franchise.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It does have.
I really like it, but I wouldn't go that far. But I mean, it's great. You should play it. I just don't know about playing it on stream because, like, not if we're talking the way we are. That's like something you want to pay attention to in terms of what's going on. Whereas this, you can just like.
That's
do
a-
mechanically.
Phoenix Wright is a game you stream with one other person. One person plays it who has not played it before, and they're playing alongside someone who has. And if it's taking too long, they can help give lovely little hints and
yeah,
grow comically frustrated as they fail to understand them. That's how you stream that game.
I love that series. And you should play the original trilogy, the Investigations games, and the Greatest Attorney games. Layden versus Wright maybe, but not 4, 5, or 6.
I would recommend for a stream that's a solid stream game. Vanquish maybe?
I have Bayonetta on as probably the platinum game because I own that one.
Yeah, I mean Vanquish is like peak, like you press the button and you shoot the gun.
What are
Like-
some? Looking at the list, what are some games you guys would like to definitely like? I know what games I'd want Lid on for.
If you ever do a Splinter Cell stream,
Oh
get me
yeah,
on.
someday.
I will.
Yeah, I'll get you
because-
and Bozo on for that one.
Yeah, and I would say I think you asked before like which one I would start. Honestly, one to Chaos Theory, like the first one to Chaos Theory is a good way to progress it because each one adds more and more to the formula, more mechanics, and then you get to Chaos here. It's like, holy shit, they fucking did it. They fucking did it. They actually made this kind of weird, trying to compete with Metal Gear like series into something that's really like
I'm going in a
refined.
circle. I don't.
And Narco, you've never played Undertale?
Nope.
It's
Alright.
insane, isn't it?
I know. If yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
have to be
definitely
here when
gonna
you
be
play
playing.
Undertale.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
I
Don't
will
worry.
refrain to say my opinions on Undertale.
Undertale is probably something I'm definitely gonna do on stream this year.
I will not. I am unabashed. I will not refrain from stating my opinion. It is among the greatest games of its decade.
Yeah, it's really great, and Deltarune is shaping up to be really great too.
I still haven't played Chapter 2.
Same. I'm trying to decide. I still haven't decided if I'm going to replay 1 first.
If the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles didn't get ported to Switch last year, Deltarune Chapter 2 would be my game of the year. Last year, that game was so great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
might
really love it.
I might revisit Undertale again, but yeah, I didn't.
If you do Dead Space, I want to be here for that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I
Or
want.
any of the Silent Hills.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a bunch shorter games because I know I'm gonna be as my next longer game because the Batman movie's coming out. So in March, I'm gonna do Arkham Asylum.
I need to go back and finish Arkham Asylum. I got so kind of far.
That's my favorite one in the series because like, for me like, the more focused and like tightly designed a game is, even if it's like open world or even just like linear or whatever, like for me those are always gonna be the ones that I always like gravitate towards, and for me like Asylum is like perfect on that level, you know. It's just like no fuss, no muss, like it's just great, like weird Metroidvania-esque kind of game, yeah. Where Arkham City's like fucking, I don't know. Feels like a mess. And Arkham Knight, I'm not gonna.
I'll say this now. I like City more than Asylum just because I started with City. So like every time I go back to Asylum, I'm like, where's half my loadout? And
they have a water section in the final level.
Yes, they do. Okay, now we get to see Lid. Can I defeat the? Can I get past the true first final boss? Fuck. Nope.
That being said, though,
that
like,
fucking Hammer Brother. You have no idea how fucking bad that Hammer Brother is. Lid knows. Lid knows.
That being said, though, Arkham City, of all 3 games, probably has the best like just combat.
Yeah, and I would say I really like City's soundtrack, even if it is just the Nolan movies again.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. But yeah, Arkham City's because Asylum plays great, but
reloading the save state mid jump.
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna die, so at this point, like if I'm using save states, it's like whatever.
Asylum feels great, but it does feel like, you know, their first attempt at that kind of game, you know?
Yeah.
It feels way more refined, but Night feels way too fucking. It feels so fucking janky. Like, it's not janky, that's not like actually janky, but like, it just feels too like weightless and like unimpactful as Arkham City because it doesn't turn Batman into like a fucking rubber band. Just popping in front of everyone. It's so fucking whack.
So, Lid,
the combat just felt way too fucking.
What's your favorite final Mario level?
Final as in, like...
No, okay, your favorite, like, level that leads up to Bowser.
Okay.
Don't say the 64 one. The 64 one's kind of mid.
I like it. I don't think it's the best.
I think Mario World...
I mean mid in the most literal sense. It is still fine.
What's the best Mario levels? The one you says Wahoo.
That's true.
Alright.
Good timing.
Oh,
that fucking Hammer
God.
Brother. You don't know how...
It might be 3D Land.
For the Hammer Brother, if you want to end the stream.
3D Land might be my favorite final level.
The 3DS one?
Yeah.
Lid likes that one a lot. And you know who else does the blog critic that you guys really like? The writer.
Noah Caldwell Gervais?
No, the one who.
Tevis Thompson.
Yeah, Tevis Thompson also
Let's
really
go.
likes 3D Land.
All right,
Wait, did you say
fuck.
Land or
Land is a
World?
great game.
Land.
Glad to know that some folks here know who Tevis Thompson is.
I love Tevis Thompson.
I need
He
to
is
read
one
more
of
of
the
his
most-
stuff.
3D Land's a great game.
Tevis
He's one of
Thompson's
the-
the reason I got back into Fortnite.
Yeah, you read his essay on that.
I have also read the essay, and while I think it's a very interesting perspective to have on the game.
Yeah.
I think that it is precisely why Fortnite is artistically completely meaningless.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat exactly. Like, the piece itself is like interesting, but you know, it doesn't really sway my mind and how I feel about what that game represents in general.
I stand on the side of, if like a modding community were doing 90% of what Fortnite does every day,
Well,
people
yeah,
would
but
eat it up.
that's like there's such an obvious like philosophical like just like nightmare there. You know, like that's one of the things is like when people
You can't.
like-
you can uninstall mods. You can't uninstall Fortnite updates.
it's all you know,
You can uninstall
Like-
Fortnite.
like I am
no
excited.
Fortnite updates.
yes.
Updates.
I am excited for Elden Ring. I am
Yeah.
much more excited for when Dark Souls modding gets to the point where people can make new levels.
Yeah.
Like we're almost there. People are starting to do map remixes of existing geometry. People have done things like bring Halo maps into the Dark Souls engine, but no one's been able to figure out how to make their own levels.
That's honestly why, like, because that's why I like Doom so much, is because like I like Doom 64 is
Yeah.
very good. It's obviously one of them, but like the main reason why I care about Doom is not the like, yes, I've played Doom 1 and 2 a million times, so I know them like the back of my hand. But like those aren't
Doom
the
mods,
reason
right?
why Doom is my favorite series. It's the modding and fan community.
Yeah, Doom mods.
It's that's like the insane amount of work, even if a lot of it is beyond my skill
Like I just think about like when I was like in middle school, I played a browser game called Challenge U,
Mm-hmm.
which was a relatively simple like maze maker, but like it had a community. It had
There we go.
forums,
Let's go.
Everyone,
Let's go.
Go.
there we
Let's
go.
go.
But like you know,
Grand
everyone could make their own levels and stuff. But because like the people who made it were as protective of the game as they were, all that shit's gone now forever.
Hey, Lynn,
Yeah.
Can
And it's
I
just
ask-
like even if there's cool stuff about Fortnite, like it's a fucking Epic Games thing. It's going to disappear forever.
Gonna
someday.
probably go one ways.
That's one of the
so-
things I kind of admire about it.
I
Is that things
like-
are disappearing
if
and
I-
coming and going
well,
constantly.
like it's the kind of thing where like I think that like at a philosophical level, I think that just makes it non-art.
so I
Mhm.
have two things.
It's just a thing that's actually happening.
I completely agree with like that's why I don't like I don't feel the urge to get in Fortnite, because I look at it and I go, yeah, this is so disposable. This is so, and the thing is like it's fine. It'd be much more fine if I was in there from the start, but I wasn't. So I'm like, well, I missed that train. I would also like to, but now I'd like to say a few things about like Mario 1, and it's like, this is not my go-to Mario. This is definitely not my go-to 2D Mario, but
Uh-huh.
it is a game that I think is like remarkable. Again, like by the standards of 1985, it is an immaculate 2D platformer, and it is also worth remembering like how like it took until like at least 87 88 until we started getting 2D platformers that could rival Mario 1 in terms of technical fidelity and polish, and that we're using superior hardware on the NES. Like it is a game that within the context of its limitations is unrivaled, but I appreciate what future games brought to the series a bit more, so that's why I can't say it's one of my favorite games of all time. But again, you know, everyone on Earth should play Super Mario Brothers because it's fucking Super Mario Brothers. it's like one of the 5 most important games of all time. Like it's actually I would say it's the 3. It's Pac-Man, Mario, Doom. Those are the 3 most important games of all time.
I think it's a much more interesting and robust debate to have like a top 3 of each decade,
Yes.
because like putting a whole medium under like such a
Yeah.
intense lens is kind of like you're going to miss out on something.
I would say
incredible.
of the 80s, if you're just looking at 80s, probably Mario and Zelda in terms of...
Oh yeah.
And then probably Pac-Man, yeah. Mario, Zelda, and Pac-Man. That's just it in terms of importance.
If you're like really pretentious, you can do something like Zork.
You could maybe argue
Wasn't that the
King...
70s?
Was it? Damn.
Yeah, you could
Was the
maybe
70s.
argue King's Quest, or like Civ 1, but yeah, no. I would also like to
Yeah,
ask...
Zork was wow. That's earlier than I even thought. It's 77. Wow.
Damn. Also, Lid, I have a question for you. You've probably played Mario the one the most out of anyone here. How many times have you beaten the game on second quest?
Fucking never. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Yeah.
What even? I didn't even know that existed.
So
What is Second
basically,
Quest?
every Goomba in the game is replaced with a Buzzy Beetle.
Oh God.
Wait,
What?
is replaced with a what?
Buzzy Bee-
the black turtles.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand what difference that would create.
You can't
you
kill
don't
them
kill
by
them when you
jumping
jump
on
on them.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot that I was talking to someone who does not have an encyclopedic knowledge of what the Mario, like, at least every Mario enemy upper world is. Because I know most of their names. Like, so maybe some in 2, I don't know, but I could...
Ever since the Corone stream, Buzzy Beetle is forever Olive Boy.
But yeah, no. This stream went on for over 3 hours. At least an hour and a half.
that's a new world record, I think. For
Yeah.
like, I think that's you sped run this, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, look.
Next
I
up,
really got you, damn.
Everyone look forward to Andy's long play of Bad
I
Race.
have no idea what the
Yes.
I feel like I'm either going to do for the next Mario game. I feel like it's either going to be, and Lid's going to get excited to this because either way she wins. Mario 2 USA or 64.
Those are the first games in 2D and 3D Mario that I ever played.
Yeah, no, I get why
They're-
those are so important to you.
They
I
are
have problems with
best.
both, but you know I respect them. I don't know if I'll beat Mario 2 in a single stream, but I'm glad I did it. I've beaten this game before. I actually beat Mario 1 for the first time in a while.
Mario 2.
Recently, a few months ago.
You know, I'll say this. You were talking earlier about what horror games Andy should stream. I think Mario 2 counts.
What? Anyway.
I was gonna say
The-
great horror game that Andy should stream. Danganronpa.
The fucking
I've seen. There are moments in those games that are very good at making you uncomfortable and need to leave the room. So
Hey,
I'm
Andy, you should play a game called Toki Literature Club. It's pretty scary.
the specific moment in Mario 2 that I'm referring to is the sand levels.
those levels suck.
Oh, and the masks that chase you when you pick up
Okay,
the keys.
those are scary. Correct. Anyway, that's
Yeah, it's getting
It's fucking late.
yeah.
Good combos though. It was pretty fun.
yeah. But this was a fun stream. Thank you all for coming on. I have never played. I have no interest in ever
Wait.
touching Toki Literature Club, Victor.
Victor in all capitals. Like Andy.
How fucking dare?
Andy does seem like the type of guy to love Doki Doki Little Retro Club.
I am a stupid Nintendrone. I don't play meme shit. Okay.
What do you mean? It's a really honest depiction of mental health and.
Oh yes.
Okay, so let's ask this question now: are there good Western visual novels, or at least
No.
I don't know, man. You can't. ask me.
People like Valhalla.
Oh, I
Valhalla's very
guess that
contentious,
counts.
though.
I guess.
I said it's contentious.
I'm not. No, my.
Oh wait, no, wait, fucking Katoa Shoujo.
you know, shit.
Done and done.
Yeah.
All right, fair
And
enough.
on that note,
Anyway, goodbye. Good night, everybody.